I'm perfectly fine still.
He's going to be 100% A-okay. The
We
healers
are-
had a private conversation.
We are all A-okay here at Proficiency Bonus. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight for another exciting episode of Kindred Lists. We are on episode, I believe, where it's 48. I think that's what the little things, the number says at the bottom of your Twitch screen there. I can't ever, I type it
You would
in.
be correct this time.
I type it in a couple hours ahead, and then I forget by the time we go live. It happens every single week. I apologize, everybody. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful DM for this evening. We do want to thank our good friends at Twitch and Streamlabs OBS for allowing us to be affiliated with them. We want to thank our friends Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games as well. If you type in !Little Dragon or !CCG in the Twitch chat, you'll get a quick link to their storefronts where you can buy some really cool RPG related gear. If you purchase anything from Little Dragon, you can use that coupon code PROBONUS and get 10% off of your entire order. So make sure you go there, visit those websites, order some stuff, and tell them we sent you because they are both awesome. I will be visiting Cardboard Castle probably next week because I am in need of some new miniatures. So I need to go and pick some up. So make sure you check them out. Thank you guys for joining us. Quick recap. Our party has been traveling through the Underdark on their way to Menzo Baranzan when they discovered this strange... Uh-oh. Matthew's getting something out. He's slowly getting prepared for tonight's session. Heading their way through a dark underground forest.
I forgot to take my dice out.
They ran into some dryads, one named Mila, who was then leading them towards an individual named Chendrukash, who was the keeper of the forest and who would help to guide them to Menzo Baranzan. Upon making their way to Chendrukash, they found out it was a terrible twisted tree that had multiple eyes protruding from it. One large eye in the center of its trunk and a grinning smile of sharpened razor-sharp teeth. For some reason, Vix could not trust the tree and chose to feeble-mind the tree, thus kicking off the combat in which we were halfway through currently.
He threatened to make me a slave, all right?
There was a deal tried to be made, and it did not happen. So we are in the middle of combat, and we will lead off tonight's combat like a little over halfway through round 2. When Diana, you are first up tonight.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
What would you like to do?
Real quick question. How far away is everybody from me? Are they within 30 feet?
It looks like a few people are, but not everybody. Silver is, Vix is, Elwiwi is, and Riled is. Everyone else is
Silver,
out
Vix.
of 30 feet range from you.
Okay.
I believe so. Let me double check. Oh, nope.
Alrighty.
Technically, Ashlyn is, and Callista would be directly underneath her, so Callista and Ashlyn would both be in range too.
Alright. Is Molfin within 60 feet?
He is. He's exactly 60 feet.
Molfin's looking pretty good in his non-magic field, though.
Okay. Alrighty.
Ooh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna try reconnecting. I'm getting some weird feedback or something on.
I'm sorry,
everyone's
is it
voice is
me?
off on me.
Okay.
Is it me?
No, it's I seem to be lagging a little on everybody.
Yeah, I'm getting it
Alrighty.
too. I might reconnect as well.
Okay.
Mercury retrograde. No.
Oh no, we lost everyone. There we go.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Slowly come back.
If my camera's down, it's just because I'm on D&D Beyond. Since Molfin is looking good, I will cast Mass Cure Wounds, reaching everybody within 30 feet of me. I just need to I'll do that. Do that. The third. Mass Cure Wounds is a 5th level. Alrighty. Yeah, I cast math. I cast
Math.
Mass Cure Wounds. Yeah. And I'm about to do some math.
That's
Lord
right.
help me. How many D8?
If this
is
helps your
that?
spell decision as well, Ryld's standing right next to you looks completely fine. He doesn't look damaged one bit.
Alrighty, that's good.
Ashland looks
this one
fine
takes-
too.
Ashley looks fine as well. Okay. Who looks like bad?
You could probably see Vix is nearby you, and Silver, you could probably see Silver. You probably can't see
I'm
Ashlyn and Callista, so you wouldn't know what they
Oh,
look
no.
like.
Okay.
But from your point of view, you can see.
I'm getting close to
Molfing.
half HP.
Then I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna do Mass Cure Wounds anyways, and
Okay.
just if anybody, I'll bring everybody back up to full if they're like not that low in the first place.
Okay.
Alrighty. D8, yes. This is my other D8, yes. Rolling for 3 of you. Oh, lovely.
You guys are so stinking high level. You're rolling so many dice every single time you do something.
Well, I've started just using D&D Beyond too for that.
That's
Like,
it.
nope.
12 plus 5 is 17. Everybody heals, well,
Nice.
yes.
Every-
Up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius. So
So-
pretty much everybody heals 17 HP.
Yeah, everybody except for Molfin. 17 hit points.
Anything helps.
Alright.
Thank you.
No problem. And I couldn't
Help
remember
me
if in our
anyway. I'm in
conversation
the thing staring at me.
I couldn't remember in our conversation if I
Oh,
had
yeah,
said
well,
that I was
that's-
going to
does
use
the,
Mass Heal or what.
You did.
Does the spell still
good.
take effect on Ashlyn and Callista? Since they're in the field?
Good question.
But I'm not in
Oh.
the field,
You're not
Yeah,
in the field.
that-
and you're
that's a very
casting
good
it.
question.
That's a very good
and
question.
I'm the root.
I don't think she can reach me, but she'll get Ashlyn.
Well, technically, you're right underneath Ashlyn, because Ashlyn's right on your shoulders, because you lifted her up.
Right!
Oh my gosh.
I forgot about
Oh,
that.
right.
So
Right.
you're in the quicksand, but your head's like popping out, like in between Ashlyn's legs as you're like sitting there.
I just read something about the
Oh,
spell. It's a
God.
60-foot
Yeah, okay.
range in a 30-foot sphere. So I could cast it anywhere and create a sphere of healing that then can radiate to anybody within that area.
Let me double check this though. Let's see what this says.
Is anyone else here in Echo from Zoss
Yeah,
still?
I'm still getting
Yeah,
that
yeah.
from Zon.
Yeah.
Make sure it wasn't me losing my mind.
I mean, no, I'm not hearing anything from Sauce.
What?
That's right. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. There is no echo.
Oh, here we go. Spells and other magical effects, except those created by an artifact or a deity, are suppressed in the sphere and can't protrude into it.
I mean, if you really think about it, Ilmater is everywhere that I go, and he is the source of my power. So
Diana is a deity, so
I
Yeah.
am Diana the Divine.
I think
so-
I think basically that means if you used your ability to get your deity's aid, what's that one where you have to roll like
Yeah.
a super ridiculous low number to make happen?
the
Oh,
divine
you're
intervention.
divine intervention. yeah.
I think you'd have to use like divine intervention to break through. I think that's what they're trying to say with that spell description. So just because
Yeah.
you have divine magic,
Alrighty. I know. I was just trying to cheat. Alrighty. Vix,
At least
you're
my
not
players
in the,
admit it.
I was just trying to see what I could slide in. No, Vix, you're not in that aura, are you?
no, and neither is Silver.
Alrighty. Then at least you two will get some healing.
Oh,
Thank
17
you.
points to the two of you. How low
Much
are you,
appreciated.
Vix?
Oh, I'm better now. I mean, I'm at 107 out of 129, so I'm better now.
Okay. Okay. And for the remainder of my turn, Diana will kind of like sidestep a little bit more so that she's a little bit more behind the field, behind the tree's vision.
Okay. Do you want to move behind the tree that Vix is nearby?
You know what? Yeah, sure. I'll move closer to Vix.
Okay.
I don't know about necessarily behind that tree because I don't trust these trees.
Not behind
but
the tree,
I'll
but
move.
next to Vix? Like in
Yeah,
there?
move next to Vix.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's what I'll do. And so ends my turn.
Okay.
No bonus actions.
All right. At the end of Diana's turn, it's going to use... Chandrukash is going to use his last legendary action of this turn to use a random eye ray. We will roll a random eye ray. And see what we get. Oh boy. Wait, and he is going to target Silver.
Yay!
Silver, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Well, I'm very good at those. So I don't know why I rolled with D&D Beyond, but 25.
25 is a success, so you will take half damage as this thing spits a black beam towards you and wiggling through. I believe you are wrapped up in a vine. I think that's what this creature has you wrapped up in, and kind of holding you, dripping quicksand all over from before getting stuck. You get hit by this beam for 20 points of necrotic damage as it begins to drain your flesh and darken your silvery scales.
So
that was halved. So it would have been 41.
For me, that's 10 because I'm also resistant
to necrotic. There you go.
So
10 points of necrotic damage. You
Yeah.
got it. Perfect. That ends the legendary action, bringing us to Riled. And Riled is going to... Can't remember what this dryad behind here did. Did this dryad jump out and attack Vix?
Yeah, it jumped out of the tree and smacked me in the air.
Okay, well then he's just going to go ahead and magic missile that dryad. So all of a sudden the staff starts to glow with this brilliant purple light, and 3 darts come flying out from it. Wow, he rolled pretty good too. All impacting for 12 points of force damage to the Dryad. The Dryad is still up, but definitely felt the impacts of all 3 of those spider-like crawling bits of force energy as they slam into her. That ends Riled. Actually, Riled's going to move back a little bit. And that will end his turn, bringing us to Vix. You're up.
Okay, so I am going to cast True Polymorph on Silver and turn Silver into a adult red dragon to try to break him out of those vines by turning him into a huge creature.
Silver, a spell is being cast upon you. Do you feel the urge to resist?
If I see Vix doing it, that's fine.
Okay.
Nope.
An ancient red dragon or an adult? I think you can only
adult.
I was gonna say I think you can only do an adult. Okay, a red dragon it is. Let me see if I have an adult red dragon in here. I might. I have an ancient, but I don't have an adult.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you control of this. They changed it. Can't just give you control in the token thing anymore.
What?
Determined by character settings.
That's weird.
Let me see. Open this up.
Thing.
Here we go. Edit. Can be edited and controlled by Silver. Save changes. Silver, you should see in your journal there should be an ancient red dragon. And you should have control of that token now.
You have access to the token. Correct.
Can you move it?
I can move it, yes.
Okay, there you are.
Do you just want me to put it on top of Silver where he is?
You can yeah, let's just drag Silver off to the side. Oh, not the red dragon. I was going to drag your Silver token off to the side so you could still see.
There we go.
I'll just drag him over there, and you are now a red dragon.
Does it seem the vines are still wrapping him, or do they break?
Good question. Let me look.
Yeah, switch to a huge creature.
Okay. It doesn't specifically say
I mean, I'm within
size-
melee range now anyways,
size
so...
of creature, so technically you are still restrained. It's just the vines are now pulled really tight, and you are now basically right next to that creature as you just increase in size 3 times the what
You're much better at strength, though.
Well, I don't need to break free now, technically.
Oh, that's true.
I'm right next to it now.
Well, just in case, I'll also send you a bardic inspiration, bud.
Oh, thank you. What die is that now?
It's one of them.
Nice.
D12.
D4.
Nice.
Big dice. And that's my turn.
Nice. So you guys watch Silver transform from silver scaled into beaming red scales as he grows in immense size. The vines still trying to keep him at bay. That does bring us to Silver.
I will... First thing, I will yell over to Vix and Draconic. And, like, this really isn't my aesthetic, but I understand the choice.
I'll play back in Draconic. You look good.
I will just... So I've been seeing these eye beams, or these beams come down from the treetops up above. So I'm gonna, because I want to try and not hit my party members that are on the other side of the tree.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to look up and just exhale a breath of fire upwards to miss them, but hopefully still hit the tree because it's a huge tree.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, hopefully I don't miss or I don't hit any of my teammates.
Sure. Oh yeah.
I still can't technically move.
This tree is pretty tall, and you were also being held up in the air by a vine, so you're pretty safe. Dexterity saving throw, I believe that is for fire breath.
Yes, I believe so. Let me just make sure. It is a dexterity, and it's 21.
21. That is a 19.
Yes.
So that is going to fail.
Failure. So that's 8.
And he, unfortunately, does not have any
18d6.
legendary resistances left. 18d6
Yeah.
fire damage?
So that's going to be 63 fire damage.
63
So
fire
it's
damage,
63. And I'm assuming because that's fire damage, it's going to be double.
Woo!
So,
I gotta get my calculator out, everybody.
So it should be 126, I believe.
126.
If it's doubled.
So,
I actually rolled.
Does it say he catches fire in the cone of fire, the fire breath, on the description?
It doesn't say that they catch fire. No,
all right.
It's.
You guys hear this terrible wailing, like as fire just consumes the top branches. Some of the eyes are like panicking now as they're looking all around. As the fire just torches this creature, the already blackened bark seems to be kind of peeling off of this thing and falling down around where Ashlyn and Callista are standing. Big chunks of darkened wood just slam down into the quicksand and are just steaming and smoking as this takes place. It looks really rough after taking that massive fiery impact. What else would you like to do, Silver?
Well, that's my action. I don't really have any bonus actions, so I think that is going to be the end of my turn. I do have a quick question because I always forget. Do I roll the d6 to recharge on the start of my turn or the end of my
I
turn?
believe at the start of your turn.
Okay, cool. Well then, yeah, that will end my turn.
Okay. That's all we need, is that to recharge. Jesus.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. Although I think it's funny because I actually rolled average on the damage dice for that,
Wow.
which is really funny.
That's brutal. Brutal. Awesome. Well done. That brings us to the top of round 3. And I believe, Wolfen, that's your go.
What the hell? Okay.
With Ashlyn on deck.
So this thing is still looking at me at the moment, right?
It is, yes. You saw a blast of fire come from behind it. And you can see some
Yeah.
kind of leathery wings like flapping back there.
And would I have heard the strange draconic voices yelling?
You understand Draconic, correct?
It would have been loud.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? I thought you had a comprehend languages going.
I did earlier.
Oh, that would have passed. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, you would have.
given how long you've been walking and then this.
You would have heard a draconic voice come from Vix, and then another draconic voice.
Okay. Yeah, because Vic said.
Technically, Chendrikash is bigger than an adult red dragon, so
Yeah.
it's kind of masking him a bit.
Molfen doesn't really have anything he can do at the moment to deal with a dragon and a tree.
Fair enough.
So Molfen's going to deal with the tree first and then worry about the dragon afterwards. So
Makes sense. Logical.
Molfen is going to reach out and point with the hand of Vecna at the tree
Oh boy.
and cast Finger of Death through the hand of Vecna.
Oh boy.
So I need a Constitution saving throw from the tree.
Constitution save from the tree. That
Oh,
will
crap, I think
be
I just said something too.
that will be a 12.
So he will fail.
Ooh.
And that I was trying to pull it up and it rolled and rolled 20. So that, oh wow, that is only 55 points of necrotic damage.
55 points of necrotic damage.
3
Uh,
ones on that.
Yeah, and you can cast that spell because it's an artifact.
Right, it's cast through the hand.
You got it. Yeah, so you basically, it looks
I
like,
think I'm lagging a little. I'll be.
Sure. It looks like the vines and stuff from this tree are starting to wither now and break apart. Some of them are breaking apart and then falling down into the quicksand around. It still looks like that eye is just peering towards you, but it looks like it's all bloodshot around the edges, and it looks like it's barely there, but it's still up.
And Molfin's going to look at the tree
Mm-hmm.
and just call out to him. You were warned, you don't have the power to stop me. And just gonna walk a little ways down towards those 2 dryads down by the
Those
tree.
dryads that keep beating you up.
Yep. Just slowly walking towards them, just looking over, yelling at the tree, and then every couple of seconds just turning back to look at those 2.
You got it. Good round. Bringing us to Ashlyn.
Okay. Here's a question I think you answered last time, but I forgot. Does the tree look sticky?
It's a tree, it's got lots of sticks.
But
you win D&D, Matthew. You win. That was awesome. It looks slimy. It doesn't necessarily look
Yeah.
sticky.
Any low-hanging branches?
Now what would have been kind of low-hanging branches have broken off and are withering away. Vines are just like falling apart and turning to ash as they fall down. Flames are quickly like dissipating from being torched from behind from a adult red dragon that seemed to appear out of nowhere in the Underdark.
And where's the line of kind of where the quicksand starts? Like by Molfen or
Near Molfen, yes.
near? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna try to do some monk shit.
All right,
All right.
let's do it.
Since I'm on Callista's shoulders, I'm gonna kind of yeet myself up onto the tree and wrap my legs around part of it and try to hold on, and then try to pull Callista up
Okay.
so she's not drowning.
This will probably take your action to do so. Are you willing to do
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Go ahead and make. Let's call this, since you're yeeting it monk style. Let's go with acrobatics.
Okay.
You do need to make it. You
Acrobatics?
do need to make it with disadvantage because of the slime that's on the tree.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. First one, acrobatics, is a 28. The second acrobatics is a 21.
Yes, that will succeed.
Okay. Cool. So then I will wrap my legs around the tree trunk and try to pull Callista up with my arms in the mud.
Yanking her up out of the quicksand. You do so. So she
But
is.
she doesn't know because I'm invisible, so
Yeah,
she's just
you're
like,
just
what's
invisible.
happening?
Invisible Ashlyn pulling you out. Yes. So you are no longer restrained and grappled.
Cool.
As you are pulled out of there, and Ashlyn, you're kind of just holding on to this bottom of this tree.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
It's your turn.
I think. Can I bonus action hit? No, I can't. We just got okay.
Yeah, you'd have to use
No.
your action to attack first. Yeah.
You could do bonus action, patient defense, just to be sure.
Nah. I'm already
You got like
invisible.
Pella AC. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Her AC is like 30. All right. So that will end Ashlyn's turn, bringing us to a lair action.
Mm-hmm.
So that means everyone within 10 feet of a tree.
Yeah.
So that's going to be Vix, Diana, Riled is... Yep, Riled, and Molfen. I would like for each of you to make a... dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, joyful. Oh, I should have advertised first.
Oh.
That's a 6.
Oh. You are grappled by a vine of this tree you're standing next to, comes out and wraps around you. You're not technically restrained, but you're considered grappled.
Okay.
I got a 26.
It misses you.
I got a 6.
You are also grappled, Diana. Your speed,
Welcome
basically,
to the tree
Hey,
hugs
Molten.
club.
you're being
Yeah.
hugged by the trees. Riled is also wrapped up by a vine.
It's also hugged by a tree.
Yep.
Lovely. Love it.
And that's the end of the lair action, bringing us to Callista. Next up.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I am not.
You are no longer grappled and restrained. You are no longer sinking. You're actually like being held aloft. If you imagine those trees, I can't remember the name of the trees, but the trees that look like they're a bunch of vines like crammed together. What are those trees called? Do you know what I'm talking about? They're in like swamps a lot.
Oh,
Weeping
yeah.
Willow.
No.
No.
I can't remember
Ones
the
with the
name.
big like
I know what
roots.
you're talking
that-
Yeah, they have
I know what you're
big
talking about
roots.
because I'm from Florida. Mangroves. They're mangroves.
yes.
I'm from Florida. I
Yes,
know this.
This tree looks similar to that. Like, it looks like several intertwined
native.
trees together. So basically, Ashlyn is holding on to a couple places where she can wrap her arm around in that tree, and she pulled you up kind of on top of like its base.
Okay. I'm gonna try and like shuffle around him, like if I have to climb or whatever. I'm gonna try and go out of the ray of him looking at me. So I want to
Sure.
like go around.
Okay, go ahead and for your movement, let's go ahead and make this part of your movement to make an acrobatics check with disadvantage because of the slime all over the tree.
Where's my druid dice?
See if you can do this without flopping right back into the quicksand.
Oh, no.
I have nothing else. Do I want to do that? Yes, let's just. Ah! That's 9.
9.
Oh.
Now, here's the good news, Callista. You
Yeah.
make it far enough because you're so close to the creature. You make it far out of the eyesight enough to reconstitute yourself into that earth elemental form, and then you splatter right back into the quicksand,
Okay.
which I
can
don't
handle that.
think will affect you as much in your earth.
No, it
elemental form.
doesn't. That's fine. That's great. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. All right. I've had enough. That sucked. Where's my spells?
Tree wither from the druid.
So basically, what I'll say is that would be all your movement to get to where you're at.
Yeah, all my
Yep.
movement.
As you slip off the slime and land there.
All right. I'm casting a spell through my elemental form.
Okay. Elemental spell casting.
I'm going to cast Blight.
Blight.
So I need a Constitution save, please.
Constitution save.
My D.
You get the red dragon with it. It's evil. No. Devil dragon.
That is going
Oh,
to
it's
be.
a good dragon.
That is going to be a 19.
My DC's 20
Oh!
because of my wisdom buff.
Oh no.
So that is 10 D8. Oh, I've been grabbing D10s. Whoops.
Michael, I just have to say I appreciate the burn holes and the fires and the craters
Yeah.
you added to your map.
The updated
yeah.
map.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had forgot that your meteor storm would have taken out a couple of those trees down there too, so that's why I replaced them with burning
Ooh. Ooh, I need a calculator.
gouts of fire there.
I apologize, math.
Oh math. Important in D&D.
I would say the bane of D&D.
You don't like the math? Not a fan of the math, Sarah?
I went my entire life saying I would never use the Pythagorean theorem, and now here I am. I think I've used it like 10 times in
We
this.
use
in
it a
this
ton,
campaign
don't we?
alone.
Yeah.
58 necrotic damage.
58 necrotic damage. Callista, describe
Yes,
how you
sir.
take Chendrukash down.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. So in the same way that she had done before, it's a little bit different because she's in the quicksand, so her hands make sure to like make contact with the base of the roots, and you see like a pump of dark purple energy go up and then pull back into her hands.
All right, and as that purple energy comes back into your hands, you can see the tree just begin to wither and kind of do this weird like undulating motions as it's kind of locking into place in some places, and the tree then begins to just crack, and the top part of it completely splits. You hear this loud resonating as the top of the tree completely falls off and down and slams where the quicksand is, but instead of like sinking down in the sand, it almost goes to like a snowy dust on the top of the sand, and all that's left is this trunk. It just kind of jets out into the middle, and the eye seems to be completely locked in place, frozen still.
That's my turn.
Very good. technically, we're still in encounter.
Okay, yeah.
The Dryads do get to go. It's their turn next. One of these ones over by Molfin, seeing what happens, dives into this tree and then kind of vanishes. This one tries to, but Molfin, it would be jumping out of your range, and if you have a reaction left, you could do an attack of opportunity if you would like to.
She's been pummeling on me the entire time, so I am going to attack her.
Okay, you may.
And actually, you know what? Give me a second, because I forgot to roll something. Molfin may not care enough. No, he's going to do it. I forgot to roll for my health regeneration, so yeah, she's going to run. Molfin is going to attempt to cast a spell at her as she's running away.
Okay.
So that is
You see her look.
21 to hit.
That's going to hit. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So where is this? Easy. And that is... Oh, that... What? I gotta stop clicking that because it keeps rolling in there. Okay, so that is 28 points of necrotic damage to that thing.
Okay, she looks at her friend who just jumped into that tree and disappeared, and you saw her glance over and then look back at you, and then immediately after reaching out to jump into that tree, you grab her wrist, and she withers and starts to blacken, and then freezes in place and then shatters right there in front of you. And is gone.
You're a little bit of a crick. Now he's feeling better.
These other two dryads up here jump into trees and vanish, and they are not within anybody's range. This one up top, seeing Diana wrapped up, grabs this kind of wooden club that she's holding in her hand that's wrapped up in a blackened vine, and picks it up over her head and starts just going, like, screaming towards Diana, and goes to run at Diana and is just running and charging.
Can I do Warding Flare?
You can.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
do Warding
And
Flare.
then Diana throws up a quick flash, and in the middle of that flash, Diana, you see a figure jump out of that tree next to you. And you hear this female scream as Mila, the other dryad who was with you guys, jumps out of that tree and just pummels down on this other dryad, just slams down. And you hear, ah! And this woman just slams down in front of you, rolls a few times, and is perfectly motionless right at your feet, as the tree vine just slowly lets go of you, Diana. And that will take us out of initiative order. You guys are out of combat.
I'm gonna say
The dragon! Kill the dragon!
no. I'm gonna say first in Draconic. Can you please help me get away from the stump? And then in Elemental, I will say, can you please help me get away from the stump?
Sure, I will
And
walk
see who
over.
responds first.
Zoss, we're
I
getting
will-
some
I will
really
walk
big
over and
feedback.
put-
If you can,
I'm sorry.
you can see if you can fix it in Discord for us. Thanks.
Yeah, check your settings for like echo cancellation or noise suppression. It should be in your settings.
I'll walk
The
over and
dragon
put out
is
my
silver!
claw, and so Ash can jump onto my claw if
I get
she
her.
wants.
No way. Okay, that's so cool. I will jump into the claw. Yeah, that's cool.
Then I'll just like move to where you can jump on my back if you wanted to.
I get to ride a dragon. Then I don't want to kill. That's so cool. Okay.
Molfin's gonna
Go ahead.
basically start walking and teleport over to that tree base
Mm-hmm.
and start looking at the eye.
Ooh.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me, Molfin. You guys hear, why? Why have you done this to Chandukesh? As El Wee Wee runs out from where he was hiding.
No.
Why have you done this to him? You have destroyed the Great Keeper. And he,
I growl at him.
ah, dragon! He runs away. You see this?
During that, Molfin's just going to sort of look over his shoulder, look over at the dragon. You could have at least taken the bag first.
What?
Bag of jewels.
He has a big
Tell
bag
me
that's
what that
full of
thing is.
jewels. Yeah.
Oh, I take off and land back in front of him.
Ah! Dragon!
Give me the jewels. Drop them.
He reaches down and grabs the bag and just tosses it in front of him.
Now go.
He looks back, looks over, and runs off.
No.
Can I sink down and start looking through, like, you said I was noticing, like, almost like a hoard of jewels and gems and stuff underneath him?
Indeed,
I'm gonna go do
whoa.
that
Okay.
in my earth elemental form.
Sure, yeah. Okay, Molfin, what'd
That
you...
was a
How am I doing now, by the way?
26 on the investigation check.
26 on investigation.
Yep.
You can see in between some of like where the roots were wrapping around these blackened stones at the base. Now that the tree Chandrukash is dead and the tree is withered and it's split, it's not slimy there anymore. And you can see in between the gaps of the stones, there are these glowing, glistening things coming from underneath. The eye looks completely dried and just locked in one location. It's almost like, imagine like a dead eyeball just like staring off into one space. It's completely dry and no longer liquefied. Like it just doesn't have that like milky coating over it. It's just nasty, dry eye just staring off into nowhere.
But you said there is like glowing underneath.
Yeah, there's like this glistening coming from underneath of different various colors, purples, reds, blues.
It's a stump, my brother.
Oh no. You probably hear Callista underneath, like moving stuff up to the surface.
Yeah, it sounds like a coin purse coming up to the surface, like.
Molfin is
voice
going
better
to
now?
turn and
Sorry.
point at the dragon. Would you come over here and just rip this stump out of here?
Here I will. As I take the little bag of gems with between two nails, hand it up to Ashlyn, and walk
And
over.
as he starts coming over, Molfin is going to cast a spell on him.
Okay.
And to aid in his attempt, I'm going to cast Enlarge Reduce and make him even bigger.
Oh my god.
Jesus. So now I'm as big as an ancient dragon, I think.
Oh my
I
god.
think technically it doubles the size, correct?
It doubles
Yep.
the size, so it's bigger.
So 1,
It
2,
doubles all
3. There you
dimensions and
go.
you're-
That's how big you are now.
That is ridiculous. Hello?
And
D&D.
your weight is multiplied by 8.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, and chat says
Step.
to stop bullying El Wee Wee. There-
Well, he's gone now, so we're not going to
Yeah.
bully him anymore.
I
Okay.
got a message.
Listen here, El Wee Wee fans. El Wee Wee made the wee wee and then ran away. That's not on us.
So you want me to move the stump you said? So I scoop my claw down
Get rid of it.
below the ground and just like scoop it out like a big shovel, basically.
Oh yeah, and as you scoop it out, like most of it with your strength starts to just crumple and turn to dust as it falls out of your hands, and you whip the rest of it over off into the forest. Another thing that you notice too, Callista, in your earth elemental form, is the liquefied area around this that was causing the quicksand has seemed to have dissipated, so you feel like you guys could walk on this now.
Okay.
Now that the slime is gone, it seems like the quicksand has also solidified the dirt around there as well.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then I'll just earth glide and use my tremor sense to find anything underneath and push it to the surface for everybody.
Oh gosh, and as the earth elemental like blasts out from the stones area, coins and gems just go flying everywhere. You do see a interesting weapon go and clamber into the dirt and just go.
You say a weapon?
Yeah, it looks kind of similar, Silver. Something that you used to wield. It's definitely like a double-bladed scimitar that just went flying out of here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy. I immediately go over towards that, even though I'm a dragon.
Tiny. Look out! Bulldozer.
I need everybody else to make strength saving throws, please.
Damn it, bro.
I'm in the ground. I go into the ground.
As you're hit with a
Puppy.
torrent of wind
Your
from
toy.
the.
Wait, do I have to do it because I'm on his back?
Oh, if you're on his back, no, you don't.
Okay, I'm still on his back.
16.
16. You stumble to the ground and roll a little bit away from the dragon, taking no damage, but you're prone.
7.
7. You also go rolling away from this massive burst of wind coming from underneath this dragon's wings as he begins to flap over towards this double-bladed weapon sticking out of the dirt.
I turn around and be like, oh, sorry, I'm not used to being this big. I'll say that in common, though, so everybody can understand me. If no one, I don't know who all
Did Diana need to make one too?
Yes, Diana does.
Oh. Roll a 7.
7. You roll across the ground and slam into one of the trees.
Right.
Molfin.
Oh, by the way, I found out what was wrong when I'm. Yeah, go.
Oh, go ahead. Go
Never
ahead.
mind.
Yeah, it
Sorry
sounds
about that.
better.
Yeah, you.
It does sound better.
That sounds better. Mhm.
Great. The problem is that it automatically turns off noise suppression when you're on your phone. So
No.
I'm just gonna have to keep on
Oh.
turning it on again because it will keep on automatically turning it off.
Mm, yeah. Molfin, looking at this massive red dragon, your friend. This is kind of close to about the same size as old Snarl was when you saw him. Kind of giving you a little bit of the heebie-jeebies there. Or pride in that you were able to do that. One or the other.
Which side of the ego?
Yeah, which side of the ego do you want to play here?
Molfin's gonna look over at the red dragon as it's running over to that thing and stop concentrating on enlarge,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
then cast reduce.
Oh,
Okay, so
little
basically,
dragon.
so this is what
Wait,
happens.
it's a
So we
little
go
dragon!
1, 2,
Little dragon.
and
Whoa,
1,
that's a plug.
2, and little dragon. There you go.
And exclamation point, little dragon.
Little dragon. Thank you for your sponsorship and partnership.
Wait,
We su-
I'm on
A
the little
horse.
dragon, so what
I'm like a-
happens?
I'm like a horse now for you, Ashlyn.
Okay, that's fine.
Now you
Like,
have
well,
now you have to walk around talking like this the whole time.
Oh,
What happened to my voice? Oh God!
Now you sound like me. Stop it.
I can't help it. When something happened to my vocal
Are you
cord.
fucking me?
Now I'm dropping his dragon form because now he's weird.
So Silver, you are
Now
back.
Ashlyn is riding Silver.
Which is still fine.
It's on her back.
Yeah, Ashlyn's like still on his back. But Ashlyn, you're still invisible.
Wait,
aren't
hold on.
you?
Does the large?
Or is Ashlyn's invisibility only last a
Wait,
minute?
does that mean he's still
that's a
small?
minute.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
you're
can say
really
this
reduced?
am I small silver now.
Yeah, you are.
It's a
You,
really
yeah,
tiny-
you're a really tiny Silver.
Oh no!
No, now I'm crushing him.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually still super strong.
Okay. Well, as long as I'm not squishing you, I'm gonna stay right here.
Well, this is kind of weird.
Silver
Okay, I'll
and
get off.
Ashlyn like still sitting on his back.
Yep.
Oh
Well,
my
I just
God.
didn't expect that to happen, so y'all climb down now. Thanks for the mega gems. I'll divvy it up.
Can you turn me back normal, please? I don't like being this small.
Molfin will stop concentrating on it.
Thank you.
Oh god, that's much better.
Oh, that was the
Sorry.
best circumstantial dominoes I've ever
Oh my
witnessed.
God.
That was great.
Great,
That
guys.
was great.
Great.
You're about the same size as old Snarl, so I figured let's see what would happen if we made him small.
So just to give you guys a rundown, what it looks like this individual is definitely keeping a hoard right underneath himself. There's 20,000 gold pieces here.
Oh, Jesus.
And 33,000 platinum pieces here.
Jeez.
Is that really that much for us? Or for you all?
There are also an additional 20,000 worth in small gemstones. Gold piece worth. So they're relatively uncut. Just looks like mined gemstones that were brought here and offered to this creature. There are.
Does it look like there's a space to crawl down next to it? Basically, is there a way that Molfen could get down there and basically create my demi-plane on the wall to just start pushing stuff into it so we don't have to pull it out and store it?
Yeah, you could kind of go in there and shovel things away a little bit and make it to where you could put a demi-plane. As you're shoveling, you do, with your investigation check, find an interesting ring.
And take a look at that after we put all the money away.
Silver, standing next to this weapon.
Yes.
This weapon looks like it has
Pick it up.
almost like flat black blades on the ends with razor sharp edges on both of the double-bladed scimitar edges. It also has these very intricate handle pieces that seem to have like almost blackened spikes around them with red amplified decorative elements that run over the course of the handle. Very nice looking blade.
I'm gonna go up to Silver and admire. Say, hey, that's a cool looking blade.
I really like it. My
Do you know
father
how to
took
use
away
it?
my other ones. Yeah, actually I do.
Can you train me in it?
I don't know if technically I'm not supposed to use it. You're supposed to like kind of earn the right to do it. My father was a practitioner of this, and he so I don't think I'm technically supposed to teach, unfortunately.
But you're so cool, and it looks so cool.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, to be fair, you're really cool already. I don't know if you need me to teach you anything.
Can you hiss well?
Hiss?
Yeah, just give it a shot.
Sure, I will attempt to. I don't know if Dragonborns can hiss, but I will attempt to hiss.
Go for it. Just let it out like a natural breath. Go for it. One, two, three.
How do you move the tongue like that? I don't understand.
That's good, man. That's good. You know what? We'll work on it because I see the potential in you.
Oh no.
Oh, well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Do I get the sense that this might be magical?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. I will probably use Vix's...
Molfen, in digging around, you find two other objects that are seemingly interesting to you. Well, actually, you found more than that. You do find 3 potions contained in large glass bottles of intricate design. You would recognize them as 3 potions of superior healing.
Good to have.
Nice.
You also find in it's kind of like a small sheath, a rapier that also seems to be very intricately designed as you're digging through. So you found the ring,
light weapon, huh?
the rapier,
Ring, sheath, rapier.
3
A
potions.
dex weapon, huh?
There are also in this hoard 12 larger gemstones, each one being 1,000 gold pieces a piece. There are 2 black opals, 3 emeralds, 3 fire opals, 1 normal transparent opal, 2 star rubies, and a yellow sapphire.
Star rubies. Those are pretty.
Mm-hmm.
These are pretty.
Michael, so that was... I used Vix's inspiration because I'm assuming I still had it.
Yeah.
How long does that last for, Vix?
10 minutes? Is 10 minutes?
An amount of time.
An amount of time.
I think it's like 10 minutes. So I was assuming I still had it.
Yeah, you
So
Yeah,
I rolled
10 minutes.
I rolled a 5, but I rolled a 12 on the inspiration. So 17, 16, because I have a -1.
16. You have a hunch. I mean, pretty much the MO with these magical items that you've been picking up and gathering throughout your adventures would seem to tell you that it's magical. You're not really sure the type of enchantment that could possibly be on this weapon, but you could spend some time with it. You could have someone help you. Many different options here.
So this is also just a question that does anybody outside of Molfin know how to identify things?
Nope.
Oh, all right.
I can do legend lore, and I can tell you the entire history of the thing.
Okay, interesting. We might do that eventually.
Okay.
I will walk over to Molfin.
Okay.
Molfin, whatever this is, I would like it back, but could you please identify it for me?
Oh, yes, I still have to return something back to Vix as well at some point.
Thank you.
But hold on to it now. Molfin is still down in the hole. There's.
I'll jump down there and help him.
Can I do detect
ethereal
magic
door.
at will just to make sure Molfin's not missing anything?
Absolutely, yeah. You cast detect magic. You get a immense aura coming from the double-bladed scimitar. An immense aura coming from the simple kind of golden ring that Molfin found.
Okay.
You get an immense aura from the rapier that Molfin found. Okay. You get, obviously, immense auras from the potions, and you also get... Oh! Never mind, excuse me. I missed one. There's actually 2 rings. You actually...
I find the other ring.
You found the other ring, and it has an immense aura as you see it glowing. It seems like these have very, very prominent magical enchantments upon them.
Okay.
Jeez.
Do I get for this last ring I just found? Do I get the School of Magic for it or no?
Let me double check. I'm not sure it has it. No, let me see.
If it doesn't, I don't.
It could be a mixture of a lot. Let me see.
So the Dragon Boys are
any.
getting kitted out right now is what's happening.
Yep, basically.
Dragon Gang.
Does Molfin can't use any of it. He's 3 up.
Let's see.
I
Silver,
have rapiers, and I love rapiers.
do your swords ever talk to you?
No. The only time something has ever talked to me was the voice on the wind.
Voice on the wind, right.
Yes. Does your swords talk to you?
My blade is smarter than me and more charismatic.
That's so. Wait. So does it talk to you?
Sometimes.
do you know that?
In my head.
That's really cool. I wish my swords talked to me.
Well, here, hold mine. Maybe she'll say something to you.
Sure, I will hold her sword.
Okay. You hold the sword. Okay.
I will. Hello? Hello?
You know he's not going to be able to hear me, right?
Oh.
Start shaking
No, I
it.
don't know.
How close is Silver to Molfin?
You guys
Probably
are
like right
you guys
outside
are probably
the-
all right
where you are.
all right in a circle around where this
Yeah.
tree stump was.
Let me see. What is the? Molfin just gonna sort of walk away a little bit, start muttering under his breath, and then change his voice. Who are you? Give me back to her! Thief! Thief! Thief!
So I don't think the sword likes me. Here you go. I hand it back to her.
Oh, well, she's really nice.
If
so-
you know me, you know it's Molfin sending you the message.
Oh.
Okay.
That sounds.
Never mind. I think it was
sending
Molfin.
Callista,
Oh, okay.
Callista probably
She says you might not hear her.
abjuration would probably be the best one.
Abjuration.
Yes.
Okay.
It's protective in nature.
Gotcha.
After Molfin shovels out his literally, there's already like 600,000 gold in the dimensional plane as it is. What's another, 30,000 gold and 30,000 platinum or whatever the hell it was.
You
literally
thought
got
you were going to
all
use that for an undead army, but instead you're just using it as a bank.
Because what's going to happen is Molfin's going to have to unload all that to put all the undead minions in.
True.
Shopping trip.
What we need is a giant piggy bank on the farm.
I'm
Yes.
trying to spend it by like building our farm, but like we
Yes,
keep
I
finding
love-
more than I can spend.
We're
Like
billionaires.
buying
And
buildings.
Is
Okay,
there
here's
a
what we do.
bank?
We'll just go to the Temple of Ilmater, or we'll go to the City of Waterdeep, and we'll buy the graveyard.
Oh,
That sounds
I don't think
like
they'd let us
a-
do that. But that'd be
Sweet.
That's
I'm
nefarious.
saying, if we have
No.
so much money and we don't know what to do
He's
with
like,
it,
he's like,
maybe
excuse me,
we
sir,
could
the
go out.
graveyard is not for
Give it to
sale. The graveyard
Are
is
you
now for
sure?
sale.
that's exactly how it would happen.
Yeah.
Buy the whole city of Waterdeep.
Maybe
I
instead
mean,
of buying
we
frivolous
are-
things like graveyards and cities, we could donate it to the poor.
We could actually like fix the field ward.
Yeah.
Let's fix feudal society. We have the means.
Side quest. Make Waterdeep not poor anymore.
Yeah.
Callista, the
We're
ring,
going
the
to
ring that
ignore
you
Diana,
found-
walk away, and start identifying things.
The ring that you found
I'll-
is a golden ring, and it has a rectangular shaped, what looks to be mirror, a very small mirror inlaid within it. And it has purple gemstones that seem to have filigree that seems to run around the outside borders of this little mirror that's in the ring. Molfin, the ring that you found is just a simple golden band. I mean,
Molfin-
think Lord of the
Molfin's
Rings.
gonna-
I mean, that's
One ring.
the one ring. That's what it looks like.
Molfin will
Yeah.
start identify that first, and then move
I will
on to
also-
Silver Sword.
Yeah, I will wait, and after he's done Silver Sword, I'll bring the mirror ring over as well.
I sit next to Molfin the whole time.
Okay. You guys do
That's
notice,
the
too,
silver.
this whole time you guys are going through this horde, Mila over there is just staring over that body of one of the other dryads that she basically pummeled to death, who was coming after Diana, and is just holding her club down at her side and just staring down at that other woman. So
Fix will do with it, her friend. His friend.
Molfin,
Can't talk to
you're
her.
casting Identify as a ritual
Can
or
She
spell?
don't you know Elvish?
Let me see
I'm just trying
here.
to
I
think
I
about
have
the
it
timing,
prepared.
how long this would take.
Vix, I'll translate for you. We
Um,
can go over there together.
I only know
I actually
common,
don't
draconic,
have
and
it prepared,
undercommon.
so yeah, I'll have to do it as a ritual.
Tongues.
Okay.
It's going to take a little bit for me to identify the 4 items.
Okay, sure. So you guys have
Next, I
about
cast
40
tongues
minutes.
on you if you let me know.
Sure. That'll make it easier than
Thanks.
translating for me.
Okay.
But we can still go over there together. Hey, we can go together if you want. It's just easier.
I would like to.
All right. Hey, Mila.
Hi. Vix, you're safe.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you're safe too.
And she looks down. I could not let them hurt you. I could not let them
That's-
hurt your friends.
That's very sweet. I appreciate that very much. I told you, Diana.
Mila, have I ever told you that I always had faith in you? I always believed in you. I always trusted you. That I thought that you were amazing from hour one.
I don't even need an insight check.
Mila's
Insight
making
check
an
that
insight
you're
check.
wrong.
She looks back at you. I could feel that you trusted me this whole time.
Yes, despite the appearances that I didn't, and me repeatedly saying that I never trusted you, I did. Did trust.
Listen, I can I can get you to Menzo Baranzan. I know the way.
Really?
Is it? You're not going to sell us as slaves, right?
Absolutely not. I would not do
Okay.
that to you. For you have liberated us all.
Do you have
You
your
guys were-
memories back?
Somewhat.
Was Kindred Cash like oppressing you guys in here?
I don't know where he came from. All I know is I wasn't from here. But I was brought here. And here I had to stay. I don't know why.
Do you know how to get back home?
I think I can find the way.
You know, if it makes it any easier on you, once we get to Menzo Baranzan, I do have a spell that if you allow me to cast it on you, would send you back to your home plane. And all I would have to do is concentrate for 2 minutes and you could stay there.
Can you do it for all of us? And as she says that, you guys see the trees that are remaining around the edges. The other dryads start to come out of the trees. And they seem to be... They look different. And even Mila looks different now. Like her bark isn't quite as like blackened. And it seems like it's taking more of like a light brown hue to it as life is coming back to normal here within these dryads. Obviously, the Underdark forest here is still kind of black withered trees, but they look different. Like they don't look like they belong here.
Mila, I don't know if I mean, there are, how many of them are there?
There are a total of 1, 2, 3. There's a total of 6 of them.
You wouldn't happen to have a tuning fork attuned to the plane you're from, would you? Because I could send you all back in a flash.
What is a tuning fork?
Okay, Mila, okay.
I think I have one, don't I?
I mean, I think I do too, but I think that it's attuned to Mater's plane. Mater's secret garden.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we could get you guys
Diana
back
might know
over time.
Diana may
Diana
know
might
if she has the spell that if you can pump it up, then dump
I
more than
know.
one.
I know, but I'm looking at them all and I'm like, if I do that, to get all 3 of them, or no, all 6 of them.
Listen.
Ninth level.
She kind of interrupts you guys and says, listen, you've already done so much for us.
You can do it at 9th level, all 6.
1 at 4, 2 at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Mila, I can send you all home.
If it helps, if you don't want to use your 9th level spell, I can send 2 of them. I have banishment also.
I mean,
It's up to you.
I have no idea who's tapped on what. I don't know if we get to Menzo Baranzan and we'll like chill
We're
out
going
for a
to need to
minute.
rest. We're going to need to rest.
Yes. Would it be a long rest or a shorter rest?
A long
Callista?
rest.
A long
Okay,
rest, yeah.
definitely.
I think
Then-
you can spare your 9th level for them to get home.
Absolutely. Mila, if you and your friends would like, we can, once we get to Menzo Baranzan together, I can cast my spell and send you all home.
That sounds fair. You don't really have to worry, though. We can find our way. You've already done so much for us. We are just grateful.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm also grateful to you, Mila, for not letting somebody bop me. And
I'm sorry you had to
Well-
kill your friend.
yeah, I am especially sorry about that.
It wasn't.
And grateful to you.
It was Chendrukesh's fault. And she just
I'll
goes,
just give her a hug.
Aw.
she hugs back.
Oh.
She
I'll
kind of
give her
like
a hug,
picks
too.
you up a little bit off the
Oh.
ground.
You know, Mila, I've been in a similar situation where your friends or whoever are not quite themselves due to outside circumstances. Sky took my soul and he put it in a gem, and then there was another girl and he took her soul and he put that in a gem, and then there was this other lady, and it was really crazy for a period of time. Anyways, I'm familiar with the feeling of it, something, you don't belong to you anymore, and your friend doesn't belong to themselves anymore, and it's something else, something bigger. And when that feeling of freedom, when that's finally lifted. So I'm sorry that you had to lose a friend in this
I can't
situation,
believe anyone.
but I know where you are.
I can't believe anyone would want to put your soul in a gem. Your soul is a gem.
Aw.
Oh.
Mila!
I told you
Mila.
guys that they were great, and nobody wanted to believe me. Everybody was like, "No, Vix."
Mila, you really just making me rethink all of the things that I've said to you. Thank you, Mila. Thank you. You too.
And from this moment on, all those things Diana was told about dryads
Goes away. Y'all thought that
Bye.
Diana was just gonna stay hating an entire creature for like ever? No, please, she's Diana.
True.
Mila does pull out a very massive, kind of like amber gemstone and hands it towards you, Diana. This reminds me of you, and hands it to you.
Diana kind of is like, an amber gemstone was the one that he gave me, that he stole a part of me.
This one won't take your soul, I promise.
Okay. Diana will take the gem.
You take it.
Take the gem.
There you go.
Thank you. It's my salt rock. Thank you. I will take very good care of it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm glad I met you, Mila.
I'm glad I met you too.
I'm glad you ventured into this forest.
Some people didn't want to, but I really wanted to, so you know.
She kind of looks over. You could have gone so many other ways, but you chose this one.
That's right. That's true.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
So, are we taking a rest and then heading off to Menzoberranzan?
How far is Menzoberranzan?
Yeah.
From here, probably just over a day.
Then I guess we should.
I mean, we could start walking,
True.
take a rest later, and get there tomorrow at the end of the day.
True. It's just that when I get there, I'm going to use my 9th level spell to send them back.
Right, but if we take a rest when we get there at the end of the day.
True. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. If that's what we want to do. Diane is investigating her gem.
Okay. Very nice gem.
Wolfen is too busy to cast spells on it and make her double think what was happening there.
Aw.
And, so are you guys going to go ahead and take at least a short rest here while Molfen Does his
Yeah, probably a short rest.
identify him? Okay.
Just not a long one.
Sure. I'll go ahead and expedite things a little bit here as we go through this little treasure hoard that you guys stumbled upon. The double-bladed scimitar of flat black blades and red filigree is a double-bladed Vorpal scimitar.
Oh, snap. Yes, sir.
So basically it has all the same statistics as a Vorpal sword, except it is of the double-bladed scimitar variety.
Okay.
Yes. Wolfen's going to very carefully, sideways, no blades not pointed at anybody, offer it back over at Silver.
I'll start swinging it around.
Oh yeah, it's very light.
Immediately duck and roll.
It's so
Little spar?
much lighter than any other double-bladed one you've wielded before. Like even the ones your dad was able to create, extremely light. This one is just the best balance, the best weight distribution you could possibly find.
As Molfin just hands it over, think of it as the headsman's axe.
So don't spar with Silver.
Not with that. If
Oh.
he hits proper, your head will leave your shoulders.
Okay.
The ring that's simple in stature is a legendary ring of invisibility. The ring that Callista found, with a little mirror on it, is a ring of spell turning. And the rapier is a rapier defender. So it carries all the same statistics as a defender weapon, but is considered a rapier sword with those magical properties associated with it.
Molfin will fling toss the thingamajiggy, the ring back over to Callista, and let sort of offer the rapier out, as not knowing who'd be interested. But this is a enchanted weapon. It will basically it has an enhanced ability to strike and damage, but you have the option to pull some of that enchantment away from that to improve your protection.
My AC does need to be higher.
Probably better for you than for me, honestly. It requires
Really?
attunement.
No, I don't want to get rid of my sword. No, my lady talks to me. You have it. Vix, you have it.
It would require you to attune to it.
Yeah, that's my issue.
Let me see.
I think I'm gonna keep this and unattuned to the eyes of the eagle, so I'm not as perceptive.
Oh my.
Oh no.
I might actually be able to hide from Callista now.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it.
Well, not really, because I have the observant beak, so Okay.
Separate notice, this small gold band I found will make you invisible.
Oh, that's
Likewise, it also requires attunement, though.
Ah.
What does Diana have that she's attuned to? She has her magic mace and her necklace.
And that new
Necklace of
item,
Molfin slaying.
the Molfin slaying.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The
It's the
necklace.
amulet, yeah.
The amulet.
Hang on,
I think it's
I'll
like
check
an
for
amulet
you.
of pure good or something like that is what it's called, or something like that.
Yeah. Got an amulet of pure good. I like to call it the Molfin repellent. It's the Molfin repellent. Sorry.
that's what it is. Yep.
I think. Items?
Lovely rapier you can have.
I already have a mace.
I suppose I could still see you coming. I can see invisible creatures, so if you want the ring, it's
Yeah.
yours.
It's more so my thought process was just kind of like, you guys know that I have difficulty with sneaking because the armor, and I'm not as dexterous as the rest of you. I don't know.
We
It could be
love you
helpful.
for that.
Yeah, I know you do, because you know I
We can
can
hear
never
you
sneak up
jingle
on
jangle all the way down.
you.
You do make fun noises.
I know, right? Diana shakes her arms. just
Yeah,
like
not so
angles.
loud. Not so loud.
Yeah.
Not so loud. But if it is a thing that no one else wants, it would be cool for me. If it is a thing that nobody else desires, and if I have anything that I do not need attunement to.
Often just gonna flip the ring at her.
Ah. Okay. Thank you. If anyone else wants it, feel free to take it from me.
DM.
Mhm.
If I hold the rapier in one hand, can I hold my longsword in the other? Because I don't want to give up my longsword, and I don't want her to feel bad. So I still want to bring her out, but I'll attack with the rapier. But I just don't want my longsword to feel bad.
I think it has to
Yeah, I
be
think
a
my
light.
dagger is better for my kit.
I think it has to be a
so.
light weapon to be able to dual wield, according to the
Oh.
rules.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
want to dual
unless
wield. I
sh-
just want to mechanically. I don't want to mechanically dual wield. I just kind of want to hold it so it doesn't feel bad and it's feeling sorry.
Okay, sure.
One piece it. Bite the sword in your mouth.
Don't know what that means, but okay, I'll start doing that.
Like a,
Anime reference. One of the sword
Okay.
fighters uses 3
Mhm.
swords and literally holds the hilt in his mouth, and one of the blades.
Killer
is-
Bee.
Ooh.
Killer Bee does
Reminder,
that in Naruto.
I also have a Wand of Winter and a Wand of Wonder, if anyone wants those.
Do they
Jeez.
require attunement?
Yeah.
yeah, see, I
They
think,
I'll
do.
I
think
think
about the
Molfin
rapier.
is
I'll think about the
Molfin
rapier.
is maxed out on his attunement slots, and I don't
Yeah.
think he can give up any.
Well, I could. It would just mean giving up life. So, hey.
We're just gonna start like a custody rotation of attuned items. Like, all right, who wants it this weekend? Who's gonna take it?
Mhm.
Well, Molfin's just going to
Need
start
to
making
use
an
it.
army.
No.
Molfin, as we're sitting around and sort of taking this rest, Molfin's going to go into his sleeve and pull out that massive diamond he stole from the other guy
Oh yeah, yeah.
for about.
Oh yeah, I got a bag of gems. Wait, hold on.
Are there
Silver,
any
should
other-
we share these? No. Yes.
He's reading.
Silver. Silver.
So that's fine.
Sorry. Go. Yes, my bad. Yeah, I was trying to make the magic item on D&D Beyond.
That's fine.
I do that
yeah,
so
you can
much.
do with you can do what you want with that. It doesn't. I don't really care for gems.
But you look fabulous with some earrings. We could all look fabulous.
I'm dead.
I don't really have
Holding her
ears.
giant rock.
Oh my bad. Sorry, that was insensitive.
Ashlyn, oh my god.
Uh,
I can't believe you would say
yeah.
that.
I know. Sorry.
I mean, I guess I could put them up on my fin that I have,
Yeah.
or my horns.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Your horns.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll hold on to
What?
this and we'll make jewelry out of it. It's fun. We'll be dazzle silver.
You know hoop earrings? Hoop earrings on his horns.
Yes.
That'd be cute.
Very stylish.
Diamonds in there.
I don't
So,
know.
we're
Are there
gonna
diamonds
get
in this
super cute.
jumpers?
Yeah, there's a few.
There's a few.
May I have them, please?
Can I keep this one? And
Certainly.
okay, here,
Just
have the diamonds.
Pretend- how
Maybe
how
I
many
want
diamonds has
diamonds.
Ashley given me?
There's 4.
So you're keeping one?
No, I'm just gonna keep the rest of them whenever shining ones are left. Okay.
Perfect. Molfin will take the 4 diamonds then.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Now all I need to do is
Hey,
powder them.
hey Molfin.
Good afternoon.
Doing?
Making spell
Quite a bit.
components.
Alright. Fun.
Does any have a
Have any
mortar and
left over?
pestle?
You know
I
what?
can just crush stuff.
Yeah, we are very, very, very strong.
But
No,
can you
I
crush
can't.
diamond?
I'm not. A silver probably can.
How would a mortar and a
I
pestle-
can crush things.
He's so distracted.
Yes.
It's funny. Vix
Yeah,
can
Scylla's
sing at
just
them.
very like just like looking over the sword, not really paying much attention.
Vix can sing at them, and I think Crystal breaks at a certain point.
I mean, I'm not the best singer.
Vix tried to sing
Aren't
at the
you a
diamond.
bard?
I'll try to sing at the diamond. Ah!
Make a performance check.
He ruptures my eardrums. I will kill him.
12 plus 17.
Oh my goodness
Oh.
gracious.
29?
Right. Vix is a great singer,
Whoa.
but it
Gosh,
does
that's so
absolutely nothing
annoying.
to the diamond.
Vix, you know
Vix.
those shadow puppets you kind of do here and there?
Yeah.
You should add a soundtrack. That would really, really bring it to the next level.
You know, it just like it hurts my vocal cords.
Well, that's because you gotta exercise them. You know, like drink honey and pee and like do like warm ups.
But it's so
You
sweet.
have to learn proper technique.
Yeah, like breathe more from your diaphragm next time.
Hey Zos, will you
Yeah.
adjust your noise suppression a
the
little
thing,
bit one
isn't
more
it?
time? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of bounce back. There you go.
Gosh.
It's all right.
I mean, I'll practice. I'll practice a little bit.
Yeah.
Did I break the diamond though? That was the whole point.
I don't think you broke the diamond.
No,
It did
The
not-
all right.
it did
diamond is
nothing to
still
the
in one
diamond.
piece.
I didn't think so.
Diana, I know you care about things. Should we go find the crazy man that ran away in the forest? Because, I didn't like your other thing you had. Is this gonna be a thing?
Yeah. No. Oh wait. Are you saying? I thought you were suggesting to me to go find the crazy man. 'Cause I'm down for that.
Because
Yes.
you kind of care about like that person that like was Gnostic and was really creeping the rest of us out. So I just want to make sure that you don't
Yes.
want to go run off in forest after this person. Good.
I mean,
Let's
I
get
just
going.
think no. I do want to go find him. Just think about it. There's this old gnomish man who's just lost in the woods. He doesn't have anybody. He's partially insane. What would we do if we lost Molfin? We have to go find this man.
Wow.
I love Molfin so much.
He's gonna banish you.
This was considered a short rest, yeah.
It was, yeah. So
That's
if you want to
literally-
hit dice or whatever you guys want to do, you need to go.
Great.
Molfin casts a spell at Diana.
What the heck?
Really?
Fine.
Counterspell.
Ha ha ha.
You have to roll for it.
You can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast it at like 3rd level or whatever
Yeah,
level.
you'll
it
have to
is.
roll for it. It's coming from the hand.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
First roll with the tiny die. Let's see how this thing does. Probably not good.
How's my feedbacking?
You're good.
You're good so far.
What do you add to it?
It would be whatever you add on
Your
like casting a
spellcasting
spell,
modifier.
your spellcasting modifier. So I think it for you be your
Okay.
charisma, maybe.
Yeah,
I
your
rolled an
charisma mod.
18 plus 5.
That's enough.
That's enough.
So you see Molfin gesture
Oh, now it's
vehemently
back,
with the
Bob.
hand effect now.
Yeah, now all of a sudden
you're
it's back.
weird.
No,
Molten.
don't do that. Bad.
Wasn't going to hurt her.
Not necessary. Waste of resources. Stop it.
She was being kind of mean to you, but like you don't have to. When somebody's mean to you, you don't always have to cast spells at them. You can use your words.
Yeah.
This is
multiple
looking down at
playing
Vic
ground.
like,
Raud kind of stands beside Vix and looks at you too, Molfin, and is like, yes, to be honest, where you're going, everyone is going to be mean to you.
I do happen to know a couple of very wonderful words.
Ugh.
Have to make sure they're prepared.
Oh gosh.
Molfin, I'm sorry. Molfin, I'm sorry for being mean to you. It's just that the punchlines are too good to resist sometimes.
Let us not go find strange, traumatized, dragon-fearing creatures.
Molfin, and I promise that I will only ever make fun of you with my words, and that I will never use any spells against you, even including the amulet.
100%. Pinky swear.
I mean, I can't make that promise as well, because I've already done it twice.
Oh, hey, Molfin, quick question for you. Did you walk away from the rest of the group during this rest?
I was sitting at the tree, just
Because
identifying things. I don't know what they were
Now
doing.
that I think about it, no one would receive the benefits of a short rest if you were within 300 feet of Molfin because of the...
Oh my
Just
goodness.
Wow. I pinky swear with Molfin. Whatever hand he holds out, I'll take it.
Often holds his own hand out.
Oh, I pinky swear with Molfin's hand. I promise I would never ever hurt you.
You guys continue to hear strange, ominous whispers while you're trying to rest and heal your wounds.
Yeah.
Shit, so I gotta fix that.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna try and get 300 feet away from Molfin.
Okay. 300 feet and take your break? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna drag Dad with me so he's not out of my eyesight.
Silver, if you wanted to do that, you could, if you wanted to.
It's okay.
One thing you guys do notice is during the course of this rest is trees are just disappearing. Like, vanishing. And the forest is starting to thin out. Slowly, one by one, trees just seem to almost fade.
Did we see where the stump landed?
Yeah. It's basically
Right
landed,
beneath me.
and then broke apart, and it was basically like a pile of ash.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's not a solid stump anymore. Got
No.
it.
Lester,
Hmm?
do trees normally disappear? Like,
Do I see where
Oh,
Mr.
boy.
Wee Wee went?
Not normally, no.
does that mean the dryads are gonna disappear?
Well, I guess based if they're from the Feywild, maybe things work differently for them. I'm not sure. That's not something
They're
I'm
gonna
entirely
die?
familiar with. Do I think they're what?
Gonna die?
Can I make a nature check? Or is it an arcana?
Yeah, I'd go more Arcana for this.
Okay. Where's my druid die? Uh, 17.
The best you can think of is the druids aren't, or not the druids, the dryads.
The dryads.
The dryads are not. You don't believe they're from this location, so you don't believe that they're going to be hurt by this.
Mm-hmm.
It was odd in the first place that there was a forest underneath the surface.
Yeah.
You're not really sure how, with a 17, you're not really sure how it even got here, but you, clear as day, these trees are just slowly vanishing out of existence. And even if you go up to where one used to be and you kind of like see if it just turned invisible or something, it's just gone. No sign of it.
I think this could be maybe like residual magic from Gender Cache. I don't think the actual dryads are being hurt by this though, because they're not from here.
Are the trees from here?
I don't think so either. I think
So
He
maybe the
brought them
Dryads
here.
will go back on their own.
Maybe. I look around. Is Mila still here?
Mila's still here. Yeah, she's standing there waiting on you
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think they're gonna accompany us.
Yeah, all 6 of the Dryads are just kind of standing
Okay.
waiting for you guys to finish your break. And clearly, the longer you guys take a break, the lightish brown kind of tone of the bark of their skin returns, and it's no longer this kind of blackened bark kind of flesh that they have.
With all of the forest disappearing, would I be able to see the wee wee guy having vanished and ran away earlier?
He ran quite a distance, so he's not within your eyesight currently. If you wanted to take some time and search around, you could, but as you just do a quick scan, you have no sight of him.
I know no one else wants to look for the poor old man that's lost in here and insane and probably scared and confused.
We tried to go to Bento Branson.
And we took a stop in this forest for Mila. And now it's Diana's turn. We take turns.
You guys are all resting. What if I go look while you guys rest?
But
I'll
like,
go with you.
I mean, okay, just hear me out really fast. Before you go do this, we're going to basically start a war with an entire city, and we're gonna bring an insane gnome guy with us who we can't banish back to his home because he probably lives somewhere here.
Well, I figured we just drop him off, like like at the city gates or something, and he can find his way back.
No, Diana, we do not want to bring him there.
They'll probably enslave
They
him.
would probably. Yes, exactly. He's
What's the
safer out
pronunciation
there.
of the Undergnome. Underdark
He doesn't
gnome.
know where he
Snibble-
is. He's probably scared and confused.
Wolfen is sitting there this whole time, just turning as each person's speaking.
I mean, if you want to, go for it.
I'll go with you, Diana.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go. Let's go.
I just want to direct him back to his home.
Just a half an hour there, a half an hour back, okay?
Mila's like,
Yeah,
Mila's
yeah.
like,
We don't
Vix,
have to yet.
are you all ready?
Well, well, we're almost ready, but they're gonna go look for Wee Wee really fast.
Yeah, okay. Real fast.
Can the
Come on,
others
Diana.
try to help?
I'm ready to go, but if I'm not gonna fight this.
I'll be super quick.
Unless you could send
one or
some
two rolls.
dryads. Can you send some of your dryad friends to go get Wee Wee?
I guess that would be, possible. I mean, we can do that.
Okay.
And then they
Yay.
can catch up with us? Do they know where they're going?
Oh, of course.
All right, yeah, that sounds way better.
Okay.
I don't necessarily want to
Speaking
bring
in
Wee Wee
common.
with us too.
Elvish. They're speaking in Elvish.
Never mind.
I was gonna say I don't necessarily want to bring him into the city because of what everyone just said. They will probably enslave that poor man.
Why
But
don't
I
we
do
banish
want
him to
to-
wherever the druids... Why don't just banish him? He'll go where he came from.
Because
Diana,
he's
if
from
it-
the natural plane. He'll return to this plane.
Diana, if it helps, I have a room set up that he could stay in while we're
Is it padded?
I
Doing
literally,
our-
Is it
to be honest, it's not like I want to go out and find him. It's just that as soon as I was reminded of him, I just immediately thought of how sad and depressed I would feel if I lost any of you guys and you guys were insane in a forest and someone could have helped you and nobody did. I at least want to find the man and give him direction home or to make sure
How
that he's
about
not so
this?
crazy.
I will send somebody to find him.
Molfin, you're somebody's kill people.
She has a point.
Where's the lie?
I said nothing about bringing him back, so I see no issue here. But
Molfin, no.
it is wiser for us to go where we are intended, not to separate this. I have no idea. I can't say that because I didn't know what they were speaking of. We might as well just leave and let him run around and be free.
Be free collecting the rocks, Diana.
Well,
If
we leave, and then we promise to come back, and then I can look for him when everything is taken care
Okay.
of.
Okay.
When everything is taken care of, yes.
Yep.
Everything
Yep.
in Menzo Baranzan, okay? Not everything is in the entire list.
You didn't specify that before we all
Exactly.
agreed.
Yes, that's it. We agreed on one thing. No
We
changing your
agreed.
mind now.
No.
No takes backsies.
Yeah.
Oh, Molfin, it's like talking to the devil.
Add him to the bottom of the list.
No, fine, we.
I will say in Elvish to the Dryads, if you could bring the individual to us as we travel, I can set him up in a nice room. Please.
One of the Dryads just kind of bows to you and says, "We will do our best to find him."
Thank you.
Lead the way, Milo.
And it seems like 3 of the Dryads go the opposite direction you guys go. They head back where the forest used to be dense, but is now quickly dissipating. Molfin, make an Arcana check for me.
What if they get stuck
like
inside the
Mirage
disappearing
Arcane.
tree?
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. We're not gonna have trees to jump through.
No, they're gonna like disappear in a tree.
Arcana, that is a 36.
36.
Yeah, 36.
You heard probably at some point Lachlan talk about his former employer. Although Lachlan really didn't understand it too much, things would change a lot within the confines of the home base of Lachlan's former employer. You have a hunch that this individual could almost like dream things into existence. So
Wonderful.
even though this forest was actually here, it seems like they were just temporary while he was here and have just kind of vanished back to where either where they came from or out of existence entirely.
Somebody stop them. Stop those 3.
Hey,
Lachlan,
stop!
The
Come
3
on.
Dryads kind of turn around. Yes?
Lachlan told me once about Underdark.
Oh.
The type of creature he was could make his thoughts real. This creature seemed to share some similarities. It is very possible that that small, insane individual was nothing more than a figment of the tree's imagination, brought real.
That's fair.
Can you break a
I
big
think-
newt into imagination?
Mila looks at
I
you.
think-
Wait, so El Wiwi doesn't exist?
No, just as you can see the trees around us are starting to vanish. That tree creature
She
imagined trees being here and
She looks-
created them.
She looks at Vix. Vix, you get an insight of your passive insight would tell you that she's very concerned and says,
Yeah,
"Am
my thoughts.
I not real?"
Well,
And Muffin doesn't understand.
More than
Actually,
I
I'm
will
gonna
relay
poke
the
her.
information to Wolfen.
Can I poke her?
more than
You poke her. She's like, "Ow!
Yeah.
Why did you
Muffin's
poke
gonna
me?"
walk over and
To make sure you're real and stuff.
Well, she walks over to one of the trees that still exists and kind of hits it, and definitely makes impact with it. Well, these are real, and they're disappearing.
Could they have been
Quick, someone give her a
teleporting?
tuning fork.
Or
Well, great job, Molfin. You gave the girl an existential crisis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over at Diana. I'm still trying to figure out how she understood me. I'm speaking common.
I don't know what any of this
Hi.
means.
you're always going to be real to me.
Oh.
I don't know if that helps.
You'll
But-
be real in our hearts.
Give her bardic
Yeah,
inspiration.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage, Vix.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm a real dryad.
Oh my god! She turns from a wooden like creature into like a
Oh my god, that'd be
into a
terrible.
real girl. We
Um,
get through the woods and she turns into a real person.
25.
You seem to calm her down. And she looks to the others and says, in Elvish, she says, she basically gives them a command to go ahead and see if Elwiwi is out there.
Yeah.
And if he is, to continue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
If the trees are all disappearing, though, it'll make it very easy to see
That's
if
true.
they're all gone.
You'll be able to spot
But-
him easier.
But you won't be able to get to us very quickly. So maybe it's better that you don't go. Because if there's no trees to jump through, you can't move around as fast.
Well, if we do find him, we wouldn't be able to bring him through the trees
Oh.
anyway.
I thought you could. So
Our-
maybe it's better that you don't go.
Yeah.
Our power is limited
Mm.
to just ourselves.
We already promised Hannah we'd come back after we were done. Stuff
In Menzo
from-
Brandon.
With
No,
No,
everything.
when we are done.
when
No,
we were
in
done.
Menzo Brandon.
Done. And we will
Menzo Brandon.
look for him. Maybe not find him, but look for him. No.
Mhm.
Molfin, it seems Chad is on your side about things not being alive. Chad is all behind you there, Molfin.
I will help you, Diana, after we're done with Menzo Branson.
Thank you.
It was
You
my
and
fault
me.
that he ran off anyways, so I think I owe that.
No, it's okay. I feel like, to be honest, I think he probably would have ran off anyways once the fight began. So,
He might not even be
He's-
real.
Well, here's
Well,
the
the
thing I
trees-
noticed is like Mila immediately was like, "Oh snap, I have my memories back," and he was like, "Oh no, Chandrakash," and was upset about it after he died.
Mm.
So
But he was
if
also
that's all his
crazy.
memories were, then maybe he wasn't real. But
And
He could just
you
be
said
very
that he was
crazy, though, too.
taken
Yeah.
and brought here, right?
So let's send the innocent tree person
oh dang.
against the small, crazy, insane person.
well, 3 of them should be able to take him out if they have to.
We have no idea what he's capable of. Did you
That's
see what
true.
he could do?
We
No.
will get to him later. Let's all just go.
Yeah, let's
all
go. Let's go fight a city.
We're not going to fight the city. We're going to suck the life out of the entire city and kill everyone within it.
We have to.
I never said we were doing that.
I'm having big moral conundrums with some of the things on our list.
I need to scratch Ilmater off it again. I mean,
Can we like refine it a little maybe sometime?
Lead the way,
I
Neil.
feel like I just got like a shot from over here, a shot from over here, and then a shot from over here. What do you mean we're murdering everyone in the city?
I'm just
I
like
agree,
with
Ashlyn.
Callista.
This
Like,
this list is very morally quandrous sometimes. And then when was Ilmater on the list?
I'm just pushing. I'm pushing like
yeah.
Callista and Mila.
Mila, me too. I'm like dragging Mila forward. I'm like, which way?
All right, just this way. Let's
Well,
Let's
Molson
carry
and
on.
Diana bicker.
Smallfoot's walking along beside Diana. The city is important to Lolth. She gets her power from all of the people in it. If we remove the people, Lolth has no power.
Diana, I had the best idea. They
Okay.
kind of get their power from their belief in Lolth. What if you install a sect of Ilmater down here?
What if I convert them?
Yes.
I bet I'd win the election.
Pretty bad too, actually.
No,
Forced conversion.
it's not gonna be forced. This isn't the Crusades, okay? We're just gonna
Give them the
gently
lesser of
nudge
two
them
evils.
through the threat of potential death into. No, Ilmater wouldn't like that.
No.
But we can't kill him. We'll figure it out. We're all walking as we're having this discussion.
Yeah, you are walking along. Yeah, I just assume you guys are following Mila and the other two dryads as you guys make your way through some dark, treacherous tunnels that seem to be continuously leading down. Just to expedite things a little bit here, you guys would get a full day's worth of travel here within the Underdark before you get to a part where it would be kind of on the outskirts of Menzo Berenzin, where Mila basically stops you guys leading through these caverns. You do come into some spaces where you start to see these luminescent glows that seem to surround you from different fungi and different things that seem to have almost like their own fairy fire magic about them that seem to glow and illuminate the caverns. You see bright pinks and purples and bright blues seem to illuminate throughout, reflecting off of these glistening wet rocks along the stonework that you guys see beneath the earth. And you get to a point where Mila feels like it's a good place to stop. She basically looks at you, Vix, and says in Elvish.
I wouldn't be able to understand her anymore.
Then turns.
I would translate.
Then turns to somebody who can translate. And
I'll translate.
say, the city is but a mere hour or so away from here. We're getting close. This would probably be our best place to stop.
Well, this would probably also be a great place to say farewell then, and send you all back. So,
She looks.
Three of them
Thanks,
are missing.
3 of them are still missing. That's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Ah, crap.
No, I
Alright,
wanted
don't
all
worry.
of them to come with us. I didn't want them to go follow him.
Okay.
I whole thought that they were gonna
Yeah,
come with us,
they
yeah.
still wanted to go. 3 of them still wanted to go try to find.
Oh, they were gonna do it anyway?
Yeah, to see if he was
Okay.
still there. So you guys could wait and see if they
Never
arrive
mind then.
during the night.
Might
Alright.
as well. We need a
Presume
long
so.
rest.
Yeah. During your rest, at least.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just will not have my night. And so, just fine.
I mean, if you cast it, say on your watch, it's still technically this day.
Sure. Or just none of you die, none of you require true resurrection, okay?
That's a little bit scarier.
Oh, Silver, you just got hit with a bardic inspiration from Dan on the Moon.
Oh, thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. We appreciate you, buddy.
Molson, would you like me to supply you with a room for the night so we can all get rest?
Just take off another couple 100 feet down the hallway we were going down.
Sure.
And then once, when you wake up in the morning and start heading towards the city, You'll find me.
I thought I would offer.
I do appreciate it, but something about being out in the open, sleeping underneath the stars. Rolls his eye.
I. Because you only have one.
So, Molfin, you're headed away from the party a little bit?
Yep, I'm heading down the same path that we were walking, so I'm probably getting, 350, 400 feet closer to the city.
Okay. Molfin, you walk around.
As I get a little ways,
Yeah.
as I get probably about 25, 30 feet away from the group, though. Actually, let me just make sure I have it prepared before I say I do something I can't. Never mind, I didn't prepare it today, so yeah, I'm just walking.
Okay. Yeah. You walk and make your way around a corner. And out of nowhere, seemingly out of the darkness ahead, you see the glare of what it looks like to be the reflective bits of light from someone's eyes in the darkness ahead. Somebody about your height. And you hear a voice, a familiar voice. You keep on diving deeper. You never know what you're going to find. And stepping forward, you see Moby.
God.
What are you doing down here?
No.
Molfin takes almost like a half a step back at first. And then just sort of shaking it off. Then closes the eyes, rubs the temple for a minute, looks up. Still there.
Gramps, it looks like you've seen a ghost.
Molfin is going to just remind himself. Is it you or is it another phantom? Going to start walking towards him, reaching out with his own hand.
Okay.
Can we hear Molfin doing this?
I don't know, Molfin. How far did you walk away?
I intended to be 300, 400 feet away from the group, so it depends on how close this is happening.
Probably the people with higher perceptions, maybe passives over 20, probably hear. You hear some kind of communication, some kind of talking. You can't hear the words, but you can hear some kind of communication coming from back from where you came.
Oh,
Then passive, you
venture forward.
probably hear that Molfin sounds agitated. Not
I
like
would-
in danger, but like
No.
he's not happy right now.
And Molfin,
I would walk up.
Molfin, the figure allows you to approach, and you basically stick your arm like through kind of like an illusionary chest. Stop that. That tickles.
Another bloody illusion.
Not an,
What do you want?
not an illusion. This is just all in your
Puts a
head.
hand through the face.
It's very real in your head. Come on, smile, little Gramps. Just like old times.
Molfin, what are you doing?
Turn over
Uncle
the shoulder.
Molfin?
Ashlyn, you don't see anything. You just hear him talking to
Are
himself.
you okay? Are you muttering a spell? You sounded a little more distracted than usual.
Molfin's going to pull out something that he kept on his. Well, you're not. Pulls out a small little crystal reliquary that he keeps on his AirPod. Looks at. You're not really here. Sticks it back in his pocket. Just. What are you
Uncle
doing
Molfin, I'm
here? What do you
here.
want from me?
You know, the Spider Queen's just gonna kill you and all your friends. And then you're gonna be left with nothing, Gramps. What makes you think you have the power to challenge her in her home turf?
Diana
Molfin's
would
gonna look towards
follow
it.
Ashton up.
When I'm done with it, it will not be her home.
Okay.
And you can tell that black feathered creature that you serve that I'll be seeing her soon as well. She backed the wrong horse.
I'm gonna take my flask and just throw it in Molfin's face and see if it wakes him up.
Molvin, you get just blasted in the face with what was in your flask, Ashlyn?
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice in the face.
I feel like Diana has a passive insight of 21. I feel like she would have followed Ashlyn up, like seeing
you
things
see
get
Ashlyn like
escalated.
like fling cranberry juice at Molfin. Now he's just like dripping cranberry juice onto the ground.
Still, only like passing glance at Ashlyn though, focused on the phantasm in front of me.
Yeah.
We'll deal with
right
her
over
soon enough. And then when we're done with her, you and I can have a conversation. Perhaps we'll even get Lachlan involved.
Okay. Diana, restore him. Like, press the button. Boop. Do something to make him less
Not see
mad.
him. Yes, right there.
Who?
They don't see me, Molfin. They can't see me. They can't hear me. I'm all in your head.
Diana will approach Molfin, and Molfin, I don't know what exactly is going on with you. There tends to be a lot there, but listen, you're not crazy, if that is any consolation, but if something is bothering you, I can try to, like, boop, see if I can help you out, make it go away for a minute.
Both of you can see Molfin's hands are visibly shaking in front of him.
Diana will take both
again,
of
doesn't
Molfin's
even,
hands.
isn't really looking towards either of you. Is focused on this empty space.
Diana takes both of Molfin's hands, both of them, and holds them tightly so that they stop shaking. Molfin, if you need help, you can ask us for help.
Molfin, the Raven Queen means you no harm. Molfin, the Raven Queen is trying to help you. Why on earth would she allow those living in Yartar to basically invite you to meet with her? She is reaching her hand out to you, Molfin. This is not a competition between us.
Molfin is going to try to pull his hands free from Diana.
Are you going to let him go?
I'll let him go. I'm
Okay.
not holding him against his will or anything like that. That's why I'm waiting for his consent to cast a spell. Molfin, we're kind of getting worried about you over here.
Molfin is
I'm gonna dive on Diana.
You're diving on Diana?
Molfin's gonna cast something, and I'm diving on Diana.
Okay.
I'm readying an action to dive on Diana.
Callista, you're hearing commotion coming from up the...
I come upstairs.
Alright, because you have a way higher than 20 passive.
I
Now
would
you have
stop
all of
Callista
us
down the
here.
hall like this,
Sil-
and I
Silver
would
and
already
Vix,
action
about this
dive.
time, you guys would probably realize, hey, the other two have gone.
Just
Yeah.
Well, I was
Silver and Vix
hoping
have
like
survived.
Ashley could like appease Tumulfin in her way. I was like letting them do their thing, but now I'm like, what's going on?
I was
Molfen
too,
is,
and then she threw cranberry juice on him.
Well, I was getting ready to speak.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry.
Okay.
Molfen is going to look, looking out towards this like this entity again.
No, he's literally standing right in front of you.
And is going to just start cursing in Gnomish. And then with a word and a flourish of his hand is going to cast etherealness from the shroud and disappear.
Okay.
What's going? What the hell? What was that?
Is he still there?
He's not.
He's gonna sit.
All right, I'm gonna hug Molfen. Put my arm around him. I won't hug him. I'll put my arm around him.
I'm in a different plane.
Yeah, he's not there anymore.
I thought you said around Moby. All right, I will start casting my own spell.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what I can do
You're
with
gonna
this.
cast fist?
No.
That's-
No. I'm gonna cast a spell.
Oh boy.
I'm worried.
After a little time, Molfen is gonna try to cast sending to see if he can get a message to Callista.
Okay.
I'm just standing where he standing over where he disappeared, just like the mom shoulders. Like, what?
The mom.
What
yeah,
am I
yeah.
supposed to do with this? Like,
Molfen's calmed down. Callista, you'll eventually. Well, hopefully there's a chance it doesn't show up, but
there is a chance it doesn't get to me.
I'm Molfen to just send a message. Moby was in the tunnel. Diana and Ashland couldn't see him. Says Lolth will kill everyone if I challenge her in her home, she'll kill everyone.
Did it get through before I respond?
Good question. Do you have to have is there like a roll for this percentage?
The-
I think it's
well, it's a
percentile.
5% chance, so it's if you roll a 1 on a d20, it doesn't go through.
Ah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, Michael, I'm gonna ask you a
That's a four.
question.
Four? Yeah,
Oops, sorry.
gets through. Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It says when I spend 8 key points to pass. Oh, that's astral, not ethereal.
That would have been
Damn it.
Oh,
cool.
to go to the
Okay, never
astral
mind.
plane.
Yeah, Ashley would probably go the astral plane though. Actually, be like, Molfen, are you here? Uncle
Yeah,
Molfen?
you go
You're
to the
just in
wrong
this
one.
strange kind of floating abyss with silverish glimmering clouds that seem to be just like floating
Misspelled the
by you.
address.
Yeah.
Ah, this is so boring.
You're just kind of floating,
Yeah.
weightless.
Yeah. Waiting for Uncle Molfen to appear. Yep.
Actually, I think Ashlyn has been here before. Didn't you get like banished to the astral plane before?
Yeah, she did.
I think,
Oh,
I think,
did
I
I?
think you have by an enemy.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is familiar, but not fun. I'm still gonna wait for Uncle Molfen to appear.
Okay.
I'll respond. Hopefully it goes through. Do I also have to roll to see if it gets back through to you, or if it hits me, it's okay?
Good question. I don't know.
It doesn't say, it just says if target's on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance that the
Okay,
message
so I
doesn't
probably
go
do
out.
have to roll.
Oh yeah, go ahead and
just
roll.
roll.
Yeah.
Druid die goo!
I stayed back at the
That's a
like
12.
base camp.
Oh yeah, you.
By
hear.
the way,
Yeah, you-
I didn't walk up.
I did too.
Okay. Sure.
You saw Moby. Raven Queen's giving us a warning about Wolf. Are you okay?
Well, minutes will go by and Molfen will shift back over to the prime material plane. And he'll shift back over, looking around, just... Is he here?
He is not.
I'm unconscious.
What did he do to Ashlyn?
Nothing. She went to the astral scene looking for you. She'll be back. Just give her a minute.
Molfin's gonna go into his pocket, pull out his flask, pour some whiskey all over her face. Cash it up, put it away. See how she likes it.
Antics.
Full
Flip
circle.
back over
What
to
the heck was that?
Do you
Moby
believe?
again.
Do you believe it was her?
It was non-corporeal. Put my fist through its head. I don't know. It sounds like him.
What
So,
exactly did he tell you? Because Kristy wasn't here to sit in on that.
basically, he stated that if we continued on this path and challenged both, she would kill all of you. Not me,
Well,
all of you, and leave me with nothing.
well, Muffin, gods threaten us all the time. Everyone threatens us all the time. What does it make any different if it was Lolth or the Raven Queen or any of them? I feel like we've been established. All of us put together is better than any one of them.
Yes, here's the question, though. If it is the Raven Queen warning us off of Lolth, it is no longer us versus one of them. What if they are working together?
Then why would she warn us?
Because at the end of the day, she still needs us to deal with the other one, Orcus.
Okay, I'm gonna.
In which case, we're safe from her for now.
Unless we go in and light her house on fire. If the two of them are working together and we are trying to burn down her ally's house, is she going to let her other deity-level friend burn, or is she going to get rid of us and look for other
I'm going
Which she
to
can-
pull out my symbol of Illusory,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast divination because apparently druids can do that.
Oh hell yeah!
Nice.
Shake
My
me out
girlfriend
of
is
this.
going to church.
Right? Can I do that? I don't
You can
cast
stop.
spells.
Yeah, I think you can stop.
I'm gonna
at
come
will.
back out.
All right.
Okay.
You wake up and you just
Zos, can you
taste and
check your mic
smell
again?
whiskey. It's all
What's
over.
on my-
It's all over your face.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Have a little too much to drink? Blackout?
Yeah,
You shouldn't
Sometimes.
imbibe if you can't handle it.
probably not. Don't remember a thing.
So I'm going to ask Illusory if Molfin's vision is a trick or if it's real. Like if we, because we're specifically going after Menzo and Lolth, and it has to be an activity to occur within the next 7 days. If we were to go through with this, is what Molfin saw true.
This is divination.
Yes.
Let me double check.
I feel like you should just be able to ask any yes or no question, right?
But if it's like
No,
if it's
it's
not
not just yes or
known-
no.
If it's not known,
Oh.
like they can answer unclear. I think. DM offers a truthful reply. The reply may be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. Change the outcome, such as the cast. Ask a single question concerning a specific goal, activity, or within. So, are you asking, like, is it a trick that Is it a trick from the Raven Queen to, like, what's the specifics of the? I guess I'm
Yeah,
trying to.
she's looking for a form of deception here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
where is this coming from? And she's like, Illustrate, what the heck was that? Like, what is that supposed to mean?
I think.
You can come back to it if you want.
Yeah, let me think on it for a minute. So
Sure.
I want to give you something cool.
Yeah.
That isn't just like blah out my mouth.
No, you're fine. Calista could do this later in the evening. She
Yeah.
doesn't have to do it right this second.
Yeah.
This has all been happening, and
Well,
we're waiting on Ashton to come back. And this Molfen would have pulled out his summoned his chest from the ethereal plane, and taken out that battery that we stole from Yinagu.
Okay. The piece of the mythal.
Yep.
Okay.
That he was trying to charge and sucking the life out of the land.
Yeah.
Taking it out, tucked it away inside his robes, and then banished the chest away again.
Okay. Sure.
For when we go to Menzo.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna need a bit more of a plan than that, though. We don't like. Where do we even put it?
But once I set up camp, I'll spend a little time with it. Figure out exactly how it works and what I need to do to begin the charging process.
Molfen, I'm curious, when did the visions of Moby begin? Sorry to interrupt your plotting. Well, actually, not sorry, because I don't agree.
No,
with
this is valid. We need to talk about this.
When did those visions begin?
Well, looks over at Ashton. Where are your parents from again? What's the name of that place?
The
Silverglade?
kingdom or the Silver Moon? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that kingdom with it.
Silverglade. Silver Moon.
It's in the library.
Was there...
He argued with me on
you-
some flatware.
Did you happen to touch anything? Like, magical? Or something like that? Like, did you...
No, I walked into the library. He was there mocking me. Commenting on how he was her chosen champion. The one chosen of the true gods. Pompous, pious little twit.
Do you believe it's a manipulation, or do you believe it's really him? Or is this some
Yeah.
sort of spell effect that we're not aware of?
Hard to say. He was gone so long the first time he left. Came back different. Behaved differently.
Mm-hmm.
And
Zos
came back,
has...
left again.
Zos has information connecting in her brain. Can I do like a roll or something to see if Diana has the same information connecting in her brain?
Sure, you can make an insight check.
Okay. I just am like, didn't Molfen get the eye at the castle? And now he's saying that the castle gave him Moby visions. That's interesting.
Moby
I don't think-
vision.
Moby Vision. There you go.
Moby vision.
Like television, but much less interesting.
There ain't WandaVision. No, I'm kidding. 22.
Do you are you? I mean, what do you think, Molfen? Are you trying to hide anything from them, or? deliberately, or is he
No,
just like
everything's-
leaving it out on the table, kind of?
Molfin's just making statements about when, like he's being honest when it
True.
happened.
Yeah.
He's not. Again, it happened at the castle.
Yeah. Diana, you're probably putting 2 and 2 together. That has something to do with that eye that he just inserted into his skull.
Molfin, was this like before or soon after you acquired the eye, maybe? Did
I'm
I
just gonna look down.
read?
It would explain why you can only see it and no one else if it's coming from your eye.
Well, it may not be coming
Yeah.
from the eye. The eye gives me the ability to see invisible creatures into the other planes. It is possible he is standing right there. But none of you have the true vision that I have now.
Or
Isn't
it's
silver?
possible that the eye is manipulating you in some way, shape, or form and turning the person that you love the most, that you've sacrificed everything for, somehow into your own worst enemy in your mind.
The only way we'll know
Is
for
where
sure is for
I-
Silva to be present the next time Moby appears.
Mm.
I also have True Sight as a spell. Or if it's not True Sight, it's something similar, where I can see
Foresight.
invisible creatures.
Oh, it is True Sight.
So the next time he's present, you could cast that and you would be able to see him.
Or able to not see him, and then we'll know for sure.
Did anything trigger it the first time or this time? Were you doing anything? Thinking about anything in particular?
I'll sort of reach up, scratch his head a little bit. Can't remember. It was after. I believe it was after Ashland's mother.
How many times have you used the eye?
I haven't,
How many times have you used the hand?
dear lord. All the books in Candlekeep probably aren't numbered and match the number of times.
All right.
But
But you haven't used the eye for anything.
no, I've used the eye, I believe, once. It gives the ability to peer through things, so I can see the trueness of things, but it also has the ability to literally see through solid objects.
Right.
But I have not used the arcane capabilities of it because of the risks. But that's a conversation for another day.
All right. Doesn't really narrow it down.
Callista, as you're having this conversation, you get a vision. You get a vision of a massive spider web. And above it, within the darkness, you see the outline of a black feather, slowly feather falling above it. And then it slowly lands onto the spider web. Sticks right in the middle of it. And then you see the spider web begin to move and vibrate, and the feather begin to shake, still stuck there within the middle of the web. And you see several spiders start to climb up towards it. And they start intertwining it in the web. And when it's all said and done, the spiders seem to dissipate. You don't see the feather anymore. You just see this cocoon-like webbed sack within the center of the spider web. And that visual seems to blur a little bit, and behind the spider web comes into focus these two eyes. And then you see a grin of a face. And the eyes glow green. You see Moby standing behind. Outstretched, darkened black feathery wings dissipate from his back. And then your vision fades.
Did I feel uncomfortable?
Very.
I didn't like this. Something feels off. I'll describe my vision.
Does that mean it didn't go through, or does that mean we're the feather?
No, I think it means Lulth has been trying to tie the Raven Queen to her for a long time so she can overtake her.
Oh. Well, I misinterpreted that entirely.
What does that have to do with him?
I don't know. And why he just let it happen, I don't know.
Maybe, I mean, we've all been on this side of the plains plotting how to overtake the Raven Queen. It could be possible that we're not the only people who are thinking the same thing. I'm not just talking about gods. That's where my mind went. But I do think that, Lister, from what you described from your vision, I get very much what you were saying. Like, trapped. Like the Raven Queen is stuck
Getting
in
tangled
something
and
she
can't get
get
out.
Yeah, exactly. In which case, it would be beneficial for us to eliminate Lulth and to get her out.
So then why is Melbank telling us not to do it?
From your vision?
No, for
Probably
him.
because he
Albie
wants her.
just made me really uncomfortable in that one, so I'm not really keen on him right now.
Piecing together what Molfin said about his vision of Moby, and now your vision of Moby, if anything, maybe he wants the Raven Queen to be consumed by Lulth.
Molfin's going to cast a spell. Going to cast Sending again.
Okay.
Reaching out, and unfortunately the player has completely blanked on her name. To a young woman in Yartar. The head of that little group of thieves that we met with in our house.
Sally Scimitar.
Sally.
Sally.
Scimitar
Is
Sally
it-
or a
what's-
cat Foxguard?
Foxguard,
Kella.
that's it.
Bugs guard.
Yeah.
No.
She's the one in charge of it.
Yeah.
So Molfin's gonna cast Sending and be like, we need to speak. Mixed messages. Raven Queen in trouble. That's it.
I mean, you get a response back whenever it's convenient for you. You know where to find us.
Trying to look at the couple of people who are, like Ashlyn, Callista, and Diana. I just had a brief, extremely brief conversation with Kat from Yata again. She says she's available to speak whenever.
I'll go with you.
It may be worth it to have a conversation. Well, it is not wise for any of us to remain here if it is a trap.
We don't know if it's a trap.
We have no way of knowing.
So why don't we don't trust anyone and just trust ourselves?
Well, at that point, the easiest way to
Bad. and gauge his reaction. Like, what do you think?
Dear, I'll be honest. This is well above my pay grade. Right? My guess is as good as yours. I know that Loth and the Raven Queen have been sworn enemies since the beginning of their existence.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Loth covets the Raven Queen's powers. It's always been true. She's always been jealous of her.
Yeah.
Moby's the head.
What?
What
Off
if,
the
like,
head, the body
Moby...
falls.
Yeah. Let's not do that, but a different way.
Cut out the heart, the body fails.
I
Where-
mean,
Hey, Dad, where is our family estate located on like the city layout? Is it towards the center?
Yes, it is.
Shit. Fun.
Always.
Love that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Love that. Okay. Second question. How many children are in that city?
How many children are in any city?
Is there schools?
Limited, but yes. I mean, they do have the academy, of course,
Right, the academy.
but
But
Are
the
they-
academy also trains really skilled people, so
absolutely, yes, skilled in all manners of magic and
Oh,
weaponry.
boy.
That's where.
so even children are going to be able to hold their own.
Yeah, it depends on what age, but yes, most likely. I mean, it's
if they're against us, maybe they're not against us.
They worship her.
They don't know any better. This is all they've known.
I hate.
Ralph
I
knew
hate,
better.
I hate to break it to
Well,
all of
then-
you, but if you don't, I know it sounds very bad and harsh, but if you don't look like I do, you will not be welcome here.
Then
When do they sleep?
They don't really.
I mean, we just much like any other elf, we have our trances for a period of time, but
Is it the same time typically does the majority of this civilization all hunker down at, 1 hour past dinner?
not really. It varies.
Everyone's night owls and does what they want.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody stays up all night.
Oh.
just saying, I don't feel like there is. We should probably involve Silver and Vix in this discussion if we're beginning to discuss our next steps forward.
That is
I
also
mean,
true.
this floor is open. They are more than welcome to interject any information or ideas.
Silver
that
and
they
Vix, what are
have.
you guys doing
Diana
down there
leaned
about
around the
100 feet
corner.
away?
Oh, they're not here? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're-
You all away from us.
That's why I
hanging
said
out
that. I was
with-
like, they're not here.
I'm hanging out with Neela and Silver. We probably found a couple rocks and we're just like kicking the rock around or something, you know.
Oh, I'm over here just like practicing with my new sword.
I will go get them.
Oh, yeah.
But while we're fetching them, can I just say, I really, you guys, in any context, whether there are children in the city or slaves in the city or any context, please tell me we're not actually being serious when we say that we're like zapping the entire city. Like, I thought that was a joke. I thought that was one of our dark humor moments.
Ralph's kind
My-
of like, I thought it was this. I thought Mofin was kidding too, but then I started to
I don't
think
want-
about who was actually saying these things. And
Yeah. From my perspective, I don't want the entire city to be zapped, but I do think that zapping the top families, the top priestesses and priests, that's where we need to go.
The slavers. Yes.
I am not certain
Go
that
to the top.
device will have that level of control.
Well,
It is
that's why you
designed
need
to charge and draw energy and life.
for how far.
I mean, you saw what it was doing to the forest where Diana's from.
Right. Can we turn it on and off again? So like a little.
Yes, I'm certain I can find a way to work something with it.
Make an Arcana check, Molfin.
When we found it.
Sure.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, Vix.
Yeah,
We
we're back.
missed you.
Welcome.
What's
To
happening?
catch
We're
you
just
up,
talking about, where to go next.
where to go next. Molfin is seeing visions. And
Visions of who?
Moby.
35.
35.
yeah.
Molfin, you remember there was a preparation that was required to use this object. There was also a ritual that was being done in which you guys left and teleported out of there before you gathered any of the materials or any of the information on how to actually use this device. So now that you think about it, you're like, oh, I don't really 100% know how to make this thing work.
What are we doing here?
Did you like it? Like we do in the gnomes hometowns. You hit it with a hammer hard enough, it'll work.
Yeah, I guess we
Or
should
else
be
it
using plans not
explodes on
working.
us.
Hmm?
Or else it explodes on us.
That's always a risk, but
So
I mean, my
do I
dad says
remember
hi,
Moby?
but Diana's gonna die.
Does Vix remember Moby?
I'm gonna.
Because we saw him in the Shadowfell, but do we remember him now that we're not in the Shadowfell?
I believe Silver does.
You guys recognize the name as they're speaking of it, but it's just like a recognition of a name. Like you don't have a visual to go with it.
Even me, well, because I was sent by him.
But your
Talked about.
time on this plane though
Has
seemed to
made me forget that.
made you forget a little bit. You guys definitely both recognize the name.
Yep.
And you feel some kind of connection to it.
But yeah, you guys. So Molfin saw a vision of Moby, and now we're sitting here and we're debating: are we walking into a trap? Also, the zapping of the city. We're debating that right now. Hot topic. Just
Why-
to fill you guys in.
A trap? I don't understand. I feel like I missed out on this whole thing. Well, what happened?
Okay.
jury image of my
Yeah.
great nephew has advised me that if we attack here, all of you die. I survive alone.
And why do we believe that?
Yeah.
I'm not all that certain I do.
Well, I
Yes.
also just got a vision, and I'll repeat the vision that I had because I was like checking the validity, and I'm like, that doesn't sound cool. Even if it's a lie, I don't want to. And then I got that vision.
I mean, I don't know much about gods at all, but like, if we're in the domain of a god that's pretty bad, is it possible that it could corrupt the other stuff? So maybe that's not real. Maybe it's fake.
Might be, but we've run into another thing that I don't realize that I'm not quite certain how to charge this battery. So we may have to go back to the drawing board and instead of trying to draw the power out, make them use it by giving them something to fight.
Could just ask someone with a missile how to use it.
Yeah, my buddy Greg with the missile that I know.
I'm sorry, the what now?
You were a little bit distant on that, Zosk. Go and repeat that because that was really good.
Oh. I said, oh yeah, my buddy Greg with the missile, the guy that I know with the missile.
Ah, damn it, Greg! Where are you when we need you?
I mean, the
Like,
lady,
Down my gym behind the Denny's.
well, someone from my parents' court might know how to use it because they have a missile, and Diana's our old leader from our town, Lady, what was her name?
Lady.
Psychopath. We never went back and told that we dealt with everything.
Yeah, her.
Oh,
We
remember,
could ask her how to
there's
use the
two
missile.
different words. Remember, there's two different words. There's a mithril and a mythal.
Oh.
One of them is like an enchantment over a land that's like just it's usually over like elven cities and stuff that usually like deters things, like some kind of, like, I think Waterdeep has one that deters dragons. And your hometown had one that deterred against demons.
Okay.
But this other, I think it's called a mithril. I think I pronounced it wrong the first time. But basically, it was a magical orb that was built by ancient Netherese individuals who had the flying cities long ago. And when all those flying cities, basically, when all that civilization crumbled, all these orbs, these massive orbs that powered magic, it was like a magic generator, came tumbling down and were buried underneath the earth.
Totally got those two things confused.
So there's two things.
Sorry.
There. No, they
Sorry,
sound
guys.
very similar, so it does get confusing. But yeah.
Ancient
Okay.
magic. You know what we need?
That
Ancient
Nothic.
wizard.
Oh.
The one who's dead?
Yeah, the dead Nothic.
Elder Luke.
Oh.
I don't trust him.
You know, I have another idea. We could just wing it, because that's what we tend to do anyway.
That is what we tend to do
I think
anyway.
that winging it
Where
is
is not
happening right
Delphin?
now.
And thus my thought, and give them something to fight. If we can't drain their power from their shields and their magic users, present an enemy that would require them to attack in force.
We got dragon.
I feel like we should clearly define who our enemies are, because on the one hand, yes, like the people who live in Menzoberranzan, like not all of them are the same as like the high noble families, are they? Like I can't just expect like someone who happens to live in the same city as someone who's evil to also be evil just because what, they're all drow? Like that doesn't, I don't know.
We also
It
just
doesn't
can't
feel
walk around
right.
and be like, hey, are you good? Like,
Yeah, I know, but we should have clear targets that we want to incite versus
Here's my thought
everybody.
behind it. We create something for them to battle. Perhaps we call this I think I've heard this as I believe it's a drow word. Kaiju. Give them a giant creature.
You
to
broke
fight.
Kristy. You
Oh,
broke
please,
Kristy
no.
right there.
The
Like
ones
a
that
water
fight
Davian horse?
are bad. The ones that flee into the hills, not bad.
Okay.
That's fair.
That does not seem like a fair unit of measurement because I feel like, you know what, I could be a very good person and see somebody attacking my home and be like, let me not let my home be destroyed.
Right, but that
not
means they would
talking about
attack
the-
us.
Yeah.
Ryle turns to Callista. In all my years, I have never heard the drow term kaiju.
I think it's a human word. Mom taught it to me.
We happen to have a massive monster we could release on the city.
Do.
No.
Don't look at me like that, Callista.
Are you talking about Silver, the
No.
giant dragon?
I wouldn't want to do that anyways.
No, I am referring to Majera, the Dawn Titan.
Yeah, no.
You're going to unleash
Yeah, I
the
don't think
Dawn
it's a good idea to
Titan
let that one out.
upon
That would be-
Menzoberranzan?
You know, that's a really big power play, honestly.
Can we
Yeah,
get
but
Someone
that's
that
like-
likes darkness?
It's- We
My
release a
original
Dawn Titan
process-
that's so chaotic we can't control it at all.
What if we just suck the life force from the Dawn Titan into the battery?
Honestly?
Well, if we did that, I could then use the power stored in the battery to cast one bloody brilliant spell.
There you go.
What
But we'd still
spell?
have to know how to charge battery before releasing the Dawn Titan.
Yeah, we couldn't even do it.
But Either way, we don't have to be down here anymore. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then what do we
'Cause
do
we
when
can-
Loth decides to come after Callista and Riled again?
Then
Bad
we
predicament.
then we hope that you figured out the battery by then.
Well,
You
they can't
guys,
even have to
Can
go
I just go
and
back
solve
a couple
everything.
miles and take a long rest and just like think about this for a minute?
Sure.
Yeah.
So you guys go
I mean-
back to camp. I'll go the couple hundred feet in front. So you.
Yeah,
can
but
get
I
to-
want all of us to go back a couple miles because I don't want to be like an hour outside. I'd want to be like 2 to 3 hours outside the city because there's gonna have to be patrol. Yeah, I want to go farther back.
Okay. You can if you're willing.
Well,
Yeah.
before we go, a point of curiosity. I mean, we're walking straight into Loth's jurisdiction. What if
Yeah.
we
We're
hold
basically
Loth
already here.
to
We're already
us? Why? No, I'm saying we're sitting here concerned about walking into Loth's territory and all of that stuff without really a big plan or a big weapon. What if we
That we
just
thought we had. Yeah.
got Loth out of her territory and lured her to us whenever we're ready?
I don't think she can. Can she? Can? Do I know if that's possible, Michael?
I don't know if you would know.
I don't know.
Can I know because I study religion and she's a god?
She's not 100% God. She's not really a god.
Yeah, she's not really a god.
Oh,
She
You guys are
couldn't
predictions.
kill us if she's not a god. It's not
facts.
possible.
Yeah, no, let's just do what Calista
My
said
great
and go
great
take a
grandson was
hike.
killed by a demon.
Huh?
Lachlan
Oh,
was
yeah.
murdered by a demon.
Well, I revived him.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Still murdered.
I mean, you know, we've all died before. Not a big deal.
Have we
I
all
drink
died
blood.
before? Not Wolfen.
I don't think I have either.
I am
think-
Molfen the ever living.
I think
Never
Lachlan
mind.
was the
I've gotten
only one
close.
to actually really
Died.
die. Other
Yeah.
than Silver and Vix. Vix and Silver have both really died.
I've been on multiple death saving throws. She ain't dead yet.
It's just probably right.
Yeah. Well, I start following Callista to the couple miles back tracking.
Okay. As you guys get farther and farther away, you guys find a place where you can all kind of rest up. Molfen goes his 300 feet away, where he can rest in
Calvin's
peace.
laughing because he's like,
And you guys calm yourselves down as the thoughts continue to run through your minds of all that you've experienced in this trek to the Underdark. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode of Kindred Lists.